Philadelphia. I'm Bruce Buffer. It's time for the Anthony Gorgano Show.
Live from the Xfinity Studio. Good morning, everybody. Happy Football Friday. It is Football Friday, and it's Cowboys week. It's Cowboys week. Sunday, 425 from Jerry World. Oh, you know what's the weirdest thing in the world? It's like we've dealt with this drama all week long, and it didn't stop yesterday. Hey, AJ, you feel like you lost a step? Did Saquon Barkley lose a step? It's unbelievable. It's every day. It's every day this stuff goes on. And what happened is we lost the fact that it's Cowboys week. And it really begs to ask the question, do the Cowboys matter? Like, I want to say yes. The Cowboys matter and we hate them and we love beating them. I don't know. I feel a little bit like, they've been so bad for 20 years, over 20 years. They've been so bad. I hate to say it's lost its luster because I don't want to believe that. And, I still detest the star. It's still a pentagram to me. Like, I hate it, right? I hate everything about it. But I can't get riled up. Like, hey, it was Cowboys week. I started on Monday. Like, cannot wait for Sunday, Eagles, Cowboys, and the whole thing. I look at them now, and they're pathetic. They're just a pathetic franchise. Like, they're not good. They haven't been good. They're not a serious contender. Their offense is good, and I guess they could win on Sunday. I don't see the Eagles losing, but, I guess it's possible if this offense can't get it on track. All that said, there's no threat. Like, they're not going to – I don't think they're going to make the playoffs. Looking at their remaining schedule, where they have to go, I don't see them as a playoff team. So, ergo, this is kind of who they are. The owners is a buffoon, and he is what he is. The trades are nonsensical. Like, I like Quinnen Williams, but and I get it's a trade for next year, but I don't know. I don't know why you do that. Like, if you were just signed Micah Parsons and mended fences, I think you'd be better off. So the moves they made, they traded that last year. They traded a third-round pick for the receiver, if you guys remember, because they liked him in the draft from Carolina, and it was just a blown pick. They're not good. They're not well run. There's nothing about them that I have any jealousy about. Look, when we were growing up, it was real. Like, when I was a kid, when VG was a kid, it was real. Like, the Eagles were the hapless franchise. The Cowboys fans didn't even look at the Eagles as a rival. They looked at Washington as the rival, or the Giants. They didn't even look at us as a rival. It was all, we invented it because Dick Vermeil saw that this was the way to rebuild the thing, right? And we were tired of just losing every week to the every year to the Cowboys. They were America's team. Like, they had a great panache. They had this erudite coach and Tom Landry who wore the hat, and Jimmy Johnson, and they were the model franchise, and you had so many Cowboys fans in amongst us, right? Like, and that really was the basis of the rivalry. It was more of an internal Philadelphia thing because there were so many Cowboy fans that had jumped ship and left the flock. And I always thought, even when I was young, I knew that was wrong. It was traitorous to leave your region's team to root for a winner. And that's what they did. Like that's what these people were about. They were agglomerators. They rooted for the Cowboys and the Lakers and the Yankees. That's what they did. And so that was really the backbone of the rivalry. But now, a lot of those people don't exist anymore. A lot of those, nobody's a Cowboys fan, right? You still got the remnants, from the 80s and 90s. The guy with the white mock turtle with the jersey, the blue jersey over top. I mean, you still got a couple of those left, but they're dinosaurs. And they're almost pitiful. Their jersey still comes from 1988. It's kind of pathetic. So I can't even look at these people. The Eagles make the ascent to not only a great team, but like among the NFL's elite. The Eagles became the gold standard of the league. And I know for a lot of us, we you don't want to take it for granted. And this goes on. This is this whole, the minute we got into this century, the Eagles overtook them. Andy Reid owned Dallas. It wasn't even a competition. It was 1 year where the Eagles lost to the Cowboys in the playoffs, and Donovan McNabb blamed his young receivers for the loss. It was the banjo. He comes walking in with the banjo. And the air guitar, I should say. And that was it. And really, ever since then, that was a blip. And the Eagles have owned them. So I look at the rivalry as much as like intellectually in my mind. I go, yeah, I hate them. I mean, I don't know. I watched them Monday night, and we used to watch Cowboy games that didn't involve the Eagles and root for the other team like we were rooting for the Eagles. Almost. But we would root for the opponent. I'll never forget, like Thanksgiving, like with a real rooting interest against them. The hate was real. I don't think the hate's real. I watched the game Monday night, and it was more of a studying just what they're about, and there was no real, like, even though they won and they look good. That's who this team is. They'll beat up on bad teams. Dak will look great, and then when they play good teams, they're not good. They don't execute with flair. That's who they are. Their back seven stinks. So I don't know. Does it still matter? VG, good morning.
What's up, dude? Cowboys. Jera.
Does it still matter?
Yeah, dude. I just want to pounce on Jera. And then, I don't care about the team stinks. The fans are annoying, but Jera.
Yeah, but forget Jerry for a second.
No, I can't. The fans. He won't let me forget them.
The fans aren't really annoying because there's no fans around here.
They're there. They're dormant because the team stinks, and I want to keep them dormant.
Dude, they've been dormant for 25 years.
Perfect. So if you got rodents in your house,
20 years.
You got rodents in your house, you want to keep them out. Do you want to let them back in?
The rodent.
No. I don't want to I don't want to give them life. I don't want them back. I don't want to see them.
They're here.
But we have no control over the rodents.
We do.
Right?
If the team wins.
Yeah, but that team's not going to win.
Right, which is great.
Yeah, but my point is that team's not going to win. They're not even. I look at them and I just go, dude, they're pathetic.
They are 2 wins away from showing their faces. 2 wins away from. They're already. They beat up on the Raiders. They're feeling good.
Oh, stop!
The national headlines.
Jets, Giants,
they can still make
Raiders.
the playoffs. Dude,
come on,
I'm just telling you, if they beat the Eagles and they get another win, they're going to get them out of the woodwork again. I don't want to see them. My life is nice. I don't see these guys anymore.
They've beaten stinkos all year.
They don't even exist anymore.
They all die off?
Yeah, they're dead.
No way.
Yeah,
they are out there.
There's a couple. There's a couple stragglers.
There's always one. I don't want to give them air. There was a guy. He had a truck,
right? A big white truck with the blue star. And I remember pulling up on him, going like this. And
He's my neighbor.
Giving me the finger. And
He's my neighbor in South Philly. I have a neighbor in South Philly. He has the big blue star on the hood, and his covers on his seats are Cowboys, Cowboys, Cowboys.
I mean,
I see it every day.
That's embarrassing.
Keep them down.
That's an embarrassing whip. Like,
Yeah, number one fan plate in the front. Get out of here.
Horrible, horrible. There was a kid growing up. I'm still friends with him. Mario. I've talked about Mario before.
I don't know, Cowboy Mario?
Yeah.
I don't know Cowboy Mario.
No, Mario was a Cowboy fan, and he's just pathetic. Like, he would just, every year, and even as the years have gone by, he would try to like get it going again, and he would fail miserably because they stink. Like,
dude, I'm telling you,
and he's just pathetic. Like, his wife and daughter, God bless them, beautiful people, are Eagles fans, and they're just embarrassed by him. And he's just a pathetic guy. Like, that's my point, is that they're all pathetic. Jerry Jones,
they've always been pathetic,
but they weren't. They weren't pathetic.
The fans who are here. Oh, you're talking the team.
Yeah, like, Jerry's just a carnival barker. He's just a bad. He's not even a Don King promoter. He's a bad carnival barker.
Yeah. I want to keep him down, dude. Keep him gone. I want to see him miserable in his own box, in his own town. I don't know. And I'm not alone. Fit Dad, right here. They're all coming out of the woodwork on Twitter. Haven't seen them this active all season until this past week. I'm telling you, they're a win away from being out there and loud and in your face and be like, you beat us by 4 points earlier. We're right there with you.
Let's take worst case scenario for a second. Worst case scenario, they win on Sunday, right? Mm-hmm. They're going to come out and chirp? Like, what are they going to chirp? But what could you possibly chirp? You're not going to the playoffs. You're not going to win a division. They believe
they are going to the playoffs.
Oh, stop. Congratulations for the regular season win. We'll see you in the playoffs. Oh, wait. No, we won't.
They believe they are going to win a couple games and go to the playoffs. I see it on social media. I was on Cowboys Reddit thread last night trying to do some research. They're ready to get chesty with a win, I'm telling you, and I don't want to get
like they can get chesty and all, but they're a mock. Like, they're a mock. I
don't want to have to deal with them. I like not dealing with them.
I'm not saying I want to deal with them. I'm just saying it's not real. So it's not real. Like, intellectually, I hate them, but in my heart, like, I go, they don't even matter.
Yes, I totally believe. I am 100% with you, but I like not having them. I like not seeing them or hearing them.
I get it.
I want to keep it that way.
I get it. And I don't know. We're going to talk to EJ coming up.
And I want Jared to lose to a quarterback that throws for 104 yards. I just want him to lose. I sit there and be miserable with whoever's in his box with him. Yeah. I don't know, dude. I'm ready to go.
Yeah. I
want to drop an F-bomb. Bleep the Cowboys right now.
Yeah. I'm glad. I'm glad because I'm not, and I, was always, I love the rivalry and, we love this. I look at it now.
They got the reinforcements on defense. They're ready to. I've been reading about it and seeing it all week.
God, they're back 7. It's horrible.
Did you see what they did to the Raiders?
The Raiders, please. Raiders are terrible.
I know.
They're just terrible.
But that's what I'm saying. That's why these people are so pathetic, because they take one win against the Raiders.
I don't feel it. I just don't.
Well, God bless you. Good thing your world that you're not even thinking they're out there and alive anymore.
I don't think
they've all died off.
Like, I don't even think they can become relevant.
I'm
not talking about a couple of yahoos on Twitter. Like, I'm not talking about, like, you're always going to have nutballs. You're always going to have the resident idiot.
It's more than a couple. And I just want to keep them buried.
All right.
Keep them buried.
All right.
That will happen on Sunday. All right? It will happen on Sunday.
Well, I believe that, but I got to see it, and I want to see the offense come alive a little bit, and every day is I'm starting to get tired of it.
So they're like, hey, what about, they ask AJ about the internal rifts, and he says, let's talk. He doesn't say, we're cool. He says, let's talk about Dallas. He doesn't say we're cool. And then excellent line about, what do you think say about people who say you've lost a step? Well, I guess Saquon's lost a step too. It's like,
I know.
every day.
Every day.
Every day.
I'm tired. I don't know about you guys. I just
Does he have to answer questions? Does he have to every day?
They have the best defense in the league. I just want to talk about their defense. Oh. All right, we got lots.
Dak hasn't lost an NFC home game division opponent in 18 games. Well, he would have got smoked last year if he played. It's not our problem. Every time we go down there, he's hurt.
All right, this is our lineup today. EJ Smith going to join us. We love our EJ on Friday. Get it set for the game. All the Eagles nuggets you want. Baldy coming up 9:30. Mikey G at 10 from the NFL Network. Danny D, the AD. Our Making Varsity segment. TV Todd. Todd. Talking Flyers, win. And
Big comeback win.
How about Maxey, ladies and gentlemen?
Nuts.
Tyrese Maxey.
Nuts.
He's the greatest,
The way
man.
he's elevated his game right now, there's nothing he can't do offensively.
You know what's nuts?
Nothing.
The night before, he scored 24, right? And against Toronto. But he didn't take any shots. I was like, dude, you have to, with this team, he's got to do that. Especially like while you're waiting. And it was bizarre because Paul George scored the first 11 points of the game.
Right? Yeah.
It was wild. Maxey's the
He's
best,
on an
man.
MVP course, man. And his post game, he's so good. He's so young, and he just signed a max contract, and he hasn't let up at all.
No,
and he says,
I love him.
He's like, I work hard. All those shots I take, I work on them, and I'm confident in them. I don't take any shots I'm not confident in doing.
He may be the greatest kid ever. I call kid, you know.
He just turned 25. He could finally rent a car.
I mean, he may be the
that's
greatest.
crazy. That's crazy, actually, to think about.
He's the most lovable figure of a great player. If you think about great players that have been through here, is there anyone been more lovable?
No.
More like wholesome?
No.
Not like him.
I saw
not
his.
like
He's
him.
the greatest. Tyrese is the greatest.
I saw his quote. I was like, I had to wake the pagan up. I was like, listen to this kid talk. Like, he's so good.
He's the best.
Yes.
Of the greatest of all the great players that have been through here. No one is as lovable as him. Go all the Phillies.
No,
like we loved them and all, right? All the Eagles, all the great players that have come through that we have loved and adored. None was as great a kid, as lovable as a kid as he is.
100% agree.
He's the best.
There's really something magical
I'm just thankful for him, man. I love watching him play. He's a great player, and he's just the greatest kid ever. Messaging, oh my God.
100%.
Oh God, he's just the best. He's the best. All right, let's take care of some business, and we're gonna get to EJ, who'll give us an update, all the nuggets and all the nonsense. Nuggets and nonsense with EJ coming up. But let's take care of some business first. Let's talk about Xfinity. We got a football weekend coming up. College. We got a little hoops too, right? Some hockey, big sports stuff. And then, of course, an NFL Sunday. The way to watch all this, you're a sports fan, Xfinity. You got to get Xfinity. It's the greatest thing in the world. The ultimate sports destination. You can find the best games, your favorite teams, all in one place. The way you watch is just next level. It is. I saw the Vince Vaughn commercial where it's the two of them. What's his name?
Owen Wilson.
Owen Wilson.
Yeah.
It's Vince Vaughn, Owen Wilson, and they want to watch games. You know,
you got to bring it up. I gotta give a shout out to our boy Hixie, me and Jamie's boy. His wife did that commercial. She's like one of their head of creatives.
I love it.
Yeah.
Big shout out to
Yeah.
Xfinity's the
Diana,
best.
nice work.
Great job, Diana. I love the commercial. I love it. It's a great commercial.
Notre Dame fan, too, Vince Vaughn.
Yes.
Irish.
Owen Wilson says, I'm from Texas. We can watch the games together. Let's go eat, watch games all night. That's a great night. You can do that with Xfinity. You get real-time notifications, live stats running on your television. The best seat in the house every time. Next game day, make sure that big fan isn't a big fail. All right? like VG. Learn more at Xfinity.com. Xfinity, imagine that. Restrictions apply.
All right, sports fans, we all know who's not playing championship level games right now. And it's the Cowboys. But you know who is? Our Eagles and Elkin Chevrolet. Elkin Chevy, they're right off 73 South in Marlton, New Jersey. They got a solid 3-man team going with Jason, Adam, and Josh, brothers in the store every day, calling the plays and delivering nothing but good deals and wins. No fumbles, no drama, just a hometown squad with a deep bench of Chevys and prices that'll make you cheer. They call it honking good service, and trust me, it's a total slam dunk. So if you're scouting for a new Chevy or a pre-owned MVP, make your next move Elkin Chevrolet. Real brothers, real deals, and a whole lot of honking good service. Shop now at elkinchevrolet.com, and together, let's drive.
Let's drive. I like it. All right, let's drive to our man who covers the birds for all PHLY. We love him. E.J. Smith on the Xfinity mobile call-in line. Hey, brother, let me give you a little insight, right? So before the show, VG's working on your intro. And I go, he goes, yeah, I fixed the EJ. I sent the new EJ video up. I'm like, you didn't touch that song, did you? Yeah, you can't touch the song.
He's having a panic attack.
I was like, don't touch the song. He's like, no, I'm just getting rid of the periods between the E and the J.
Oh, you know what? I didn't. I'm usually a stickler for that. I'm usually just enjoying the song, so I didn't even notice.
Yeah, I apologize for that. I didn't realize. Julie brought it to my
good.
attention, so we fixed it. We're ready to go.
Hey, listen, I appreciate the song, man. That I'll be singing that the rest of the day.
What is the EJ? What's the stand for?
Ernest James.
Nice.
Smith the third.
Big
Strong
Ern.
name.
Got
Yeah.
Big Ern in
It's a
the
strong
house.
name.
Ernest.
Yeah.
You know what's nuts? We were just talking Ernie's
Ernie's last night. Yeah.
You were?
Yeah.
Yeah, we were talking Ernie's. Because I think Ernie's a great name.
Great name. Should be a good basketball coach or a player.
A lot of good Ernie's.
Yeah.
Like a lot of good Ernie's.
Yes.
I wanted to be like my dad, so I'm the third. So that's why me and my dad were EJ. My grandpop, I think he went by Ernie for a little bit. So
That's cool.
yeah.
Ernie's a cool name, man. So Ernest James
Yes.
Smith. It's a good name, strong name. Literary name is what it is.
Yeah. Ernest, a lot of great Ernests.
Yes.
So,
My hero. All right. So let's go tackle the drama every day, dude. It just doesn't stop. It's like every day I go, all right, well, they talking. Thursday, there's not going to be no drama Thursday. And then here's AJ.
It's funny because when you're in the Eagles locker room, it's like one side of the locker room is so happy. You know, they're talking about bringing cookies in for the weekend. They're talking about how great they're playing, you know, winning awards. And then every time an offensive player comes in, it's like the juxtaposition of the Eagles locker room. These guys, they've got some real things to sort out. The tenor of the interviews are a lot different. So yeah, we heard from AJ yesterday. I would say it was like a steady boil from AJ. He was kind of simmering the whole time. You know, it was a lot of little things that he said that kind of perk your ears up and go, ooh, that doesn't sound great. So yeah.
Well, the quip about Saquon loses step too?
Yeah. So he I think it was the second or third time he was asked about this idea that he's lost a step, and yeah, the last answer he gave was, I guess Saquon ain't the same player either. So yeah, I mean, just clearly he doesn't appreciate that narrative out there. You know. He said he was asked about yards after the catch, and he kind of cut off the question, and he's like, yeah, I'm struggling with that. Yeah, I'm struggling there. Said he doesn't look at other receivers across the NFL. I asked him why. He said it's because it makes him upset. And then the big one I thought was he was asked about reports that there's internal frustration with Jalen Hurts, and he said, ask me about Dallas. So just a lot of little things with AJ.
You know, it's funny because every time he's given the chance to just step on the fire and put it out, he just lets it go.
Yep.
Now, it's funny how things shift, right? Like, there's always little nuggets and narratives, and you and I have been talking about this behind the scenes stuff for a while. But now all of a sudden, like the focus early, was on Patullo, and it's always going to be on Patullo because he's the easiest target, right?
Yeah.
Because no one cares about Kevin Patullo. Like, nobody cares about the offense coordinator. It's the nature of the job. The fan loves the quarterback. Quarterback's one. The fan goes, I love the quarterback. I don't care about the OC's new, right? So there's no affinity there, right?
Yeah.
But the narrative is now starting to go full spotlight on the quarterback. How's that going over?
I mean, I think Jalen seems like I thought he was more, he had more time for these reports than I thought he would. Usually he's very dismissive of things like this, and he's a little bit more open to talking about it and accepting of it. But with that said, like, I think the thing here, especially with AJ, is that there's a tangible effect on the field. Like you can tell that these guys are not on the same wavelength, and they're not, necessarily like working these things out. And it's affecting the play, which is a huge issue for the Eagles offense right now. You think about AJ's advocacy for being the driving force. A big reason why he isn't is because him and Jalen have not been on the same page for most of the season. So, I think that it'll be interesting to see how Jalen plays this weekend, because a lot of times he responds to these types of things with his play. You think last year.
Well, I thought last week he would, and it got worse.
Yeah, it's funny. We talked about that on the show. Like, how many more weeks are we away from that Steelers game last year where Jalen puts up big numbers, or relatively big numbers, and kind of comes out after the game and said, "So that's what y'all wanted to see." Like, he usually does have that moment. It hasn't happened yet for him this season. And honestly, like, this matchup, I know this Cowboys defense isn't very good. They have their numbers aren't great, but they're a zone heavy team, and that has been the Eagles' issue all season. So, it makes me a little uncertain if this is going to be the week that they get it going.
Where's Devontae in all this?
I mean, he's the zone beater, right? And I think the thing about Devontae that is interesting, having covered the team as long as I have now, like, he feels a lot of the same ways that AJ does. He just kind of navigates it a little bit less, like, explosively, is what I would say. Like, like he's a little bit
I know
more.
exactly what you're saying.
He's a little bit more careful in how he words it, but I mean, he's frustrated too. You can tell, and he hasn't denied the fact that he agrees with a lot of what AJ is frustrated about. So, I think that both of those guys feel like the offense should be more productive, and they haven't been shy about that. Again, I think Devontae is just a little bit more measured in how he evaluates things when he talks to us.
So, what I'm interested to see is if Patullo is able to just say, go ahead, man. We're going to take all of the pressure off. Just go play free, right? Like, play free. So, they've dumbed down the offense. They've done it all like that. Maybe it's time to let him fail.
Yeah, and to me, like, the thing what they did against the Lions is not the answer. You can't come out and play a pared down, glorified high school level offense. You can't say we're going to run. We're only going to run the most basic concepts that we know that he can read through. You have to, like you said, give him the chance to succeed, and if he fails, let it be. Don't let it be like your scheme and your schematic choices that cause the offense to sputter there. Like, if I were the Eagles coaching staff, like that Packers game, when it wasn't a clean game from Jalen, when they had, certain pre-snap reads that he didn't make the right calls on, I'd rather it look that way than against the Lions, where it's like we're running hitch routes all game. Guys aren't running crossers, guys aren't running anything that's elaborate, where they're not scheming guys open. I think you have to, lean into getting those guys open, freeing guys up, and then, like you said, like, let it fly a little bit. So against this Cowboys offense, a talented group, maybe this is a week where they do feel like they have to play in a shootout and they're less risk averse. But I do think, like, they're never. It's obvious whenever you ask them questions about where the offense is at, it always starts with the turnover battle and protecting the football. So I don't expect that to change, but I do think that there's a chance here in these next couple of weeks that they do need to open it up more, and that would be good for the offense.
I mean, geez, you're playing bad teams. Like, this is the time. You got a good cushion. This is the time. Now, the argument is, and I heard this on the side, is being put out there internally, which is, if so what we're basic and elemental or elementary, that wins. And that's all that matters. And there's no retort. There's no retort to like, all that matters is you win. Because, that is the bottom line. The only problem is I just think it's a difficult way to play and expect to win.
Yeah, it's funny because this started as a way for them to like try to, not to invite variance, and I think with the way that things have gone the last couple of weeks, they actually have invited more variance. The way that each of these last two games have gone, they've been close finishes because they have been risk averse, and then the fourth down decisions from Nick Sirianni late in games. So I think that there needs to be. I think that they take pride in the fact that their offense isn't sexy necessarily, but that it wins. But I think that they probably would be the first to tell you that especially the offensive players, that they can't play this way in high leverage games down the stretch and expect to be successful.
All right, brother. Last thing, give me an update injury-wise. What's up with Cam?
Yeah, he was a limited participant in Thursday's practice. He's in the concussion protocol, so he's going to have to be a full participant today, and then he has to go through the weekend without showing symptoms. So it wouldn't surprise me if he was questionable on the injury report, and then if he can go through the weekend without symptoms, he'd get cleared for Sunday's game. And otherwise, obviously Lane hasn't been practicing, but everybody else on the active roster has been healthy. So Cam Jurgens is going to be the one to watch going into today's practice.
Yeah.
Do we have a Willie Lampkin update?
If Lane goes on IR, that's a spot open for Willie Lampkin. He has to be activated off of IR. Coming up soon here, so I'd expect something, in the next couple of days with Willie Lampkin, but just got to figure out the roster machination side of things.
Yeah, that'll probably happen later today, tomorrow, I guess, right? Where
Willie Lampkin? Okay, it might be Saturday. Sometimes they wait for those.
I met
IR
with Lane going on IR. All right, that should be
yep.
tomorrow. Yeah.
Yep.
All right, EJ, my brother, have a safe flight. All right. And
all right,
we'll talk Monday.
All right, guys. Thanks for having me.
See you, buddy. Here he is, EJ Smith. Don't forget Eagles the All PHLY Bird Show coming up at 2:00. Make sure you're watching. All right, and reading EJ stuff all on the Become a Diehard. You get it all, man, right to your phone. It's the best.
Great stuff.
Now, Legends time. And we all heard his Home Depot spot this morning, right? Like he
Go Baldy.
That was great.
Hey, Brian Baldinger. That's right, Brian Baldinger on the Xfinity mobile call-in line.
Baldy. Oh, let's talk some football. Baldy. Oh, he likes meats and football. Oh, Baldy.
Oh, wow. Look at
Whoa,
that
man, that jacket
That's
is
a
nice,
jacket,
dude. Yeah.
Strong.
Stop it, man. Yeah.
Woo.
I know you want this one, cuz. I know that.
Oh, my God. It's awesome.
Man, he knew he was coming in hot with it, too.
I saw it downstairs yesterday. I'm like, I need that in a double X. And here it is. I'm not taking it off, man. I might sleep in this one.
Man, that's beautiful.
NFL varsity jacket.
That's
That
beautiful.
varsity jacket, man.
Wow.
Yep.
I got to sneak into his office over the weekend while he's away. I don't know what happened to the jacket.
I thought it would. I thought you would notice this here this morning.
Wow, it's sharp, man. You look great, buddy. You look
Thank
great.
you, man.
It's awesome. Fits you well. All right, on to this stuff. Every day it's something else, man. Every day, like it's just too much, Baldy. It's too much.
Stop it. No, it isn't. No, it isn't, cuz it's Philly. This is Philly. Philly has everything that they want. They have a winning football team. They have controversy. They have leaks. Like, they have everything that this is a dream in Philadelphia, cuz. I mean, from 6 a.m. until the airwaves close, like, you've got material. And yet they still,
I know.
and their defense is just, and it's fueled by defense, which Philadelphia loves.
Yes.
I mean, this is like
No, the
this is a
defense
Philly
part I
dream.
love.
Yeah.
But this offense, I get weary. I'm not a big controversy man.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know. I like football, right? Like, you know, I don't need all that stuff.
Well,
I
mean,
would
look,
like a better offense to watch. Like you said it. You said it. You go the only team worse than the Raiders is the Eagles.
Yeah. Well, it's like some offenses like the Raiders just put you to sleep, okay? Because it's just, you know, like there's just zero innovation to it. And then there's some offenses that have that quality of it, very little innovation. And then you go, all right, like if you watch the first series, you might as well just turn it off because it's not going to change, you know? Like it's going to be the same. It's just on repeat, you know? The quarterback's going to hold the ball. The receivers are going to drop the ball. They're going to gain a yard on first down. They're going to be behind the sticks. Like it's just, it's kind of like the same thing, you know, game after game. But the good thing is the quarterback doesn't throw interceptions and they don't turn the ball over. They got the fewest turnovers in the league, and he's got the fewest interceptions in the league. And that formula with great defense and good special teams, you know, wins a lot of games in this league.
It's
the
amazing,
only difference, honestly, the only difference from last year, honestly, is they're just not they're not run the ball like nearly as good as they did. I mean,
right, well, last year I get like last year is a good offense, right? Like because you at least have a weapon. Their biggest weapon is they don't turn the ball over. What? Like they lead with it. Kevin Petrulla, the offensive coordinator, leads with, well, we protected the ball.
And after last night, they're going to really reinforce that because Josh threw out, 6 interceptions last night? It's crazy.
Yeah. Well, he was sacked 8 times. It felt like it was 18 times. But, you know, I mean, you know, fortunately, the Eagles don't have to deal with Will Anderson and Danielle Hunter and that group down there because I mean, if Myles Garrett is the best pass rusher in the league, I mean, Will Anderson is 1A. Like, he's right there. That effort that guy, it's every week. That guy's effort is unmatched.
I was talking, you remember when he came out, you and I salivating over Will. When he was at Alabama, we were like, oh my God, he's going to be amazing. And
But, you know, think about this. Think about Nick Saban's teams in Alabama. That guy, he's from Georgia, but he comes to Tuscaloosa as an 18-year-old freshman and started day one. Like he was a man day one and doing the same thing in college. And now he's got a perfect complement in Danielle Hunter and Danico Autry and Mario. I mean, he's got everything around him. I mean, they had 8 sacks last night because they didn't blitz one time.
No.
They don't have to.
No. And that's a good O-line too. Like that's not a chump O-line either.
No. I mean, those guys, but they physically beat them up. Like Spencer Brown went down. Connor McGovern went down. Dawkins was on his backside. Yeah. Like, you know, Josh is a hard guy to get to the ground. Like they just annihilated them last night. And
you know what's bad too with that Buffalo offense? They have nobody to throw to. I mean, there's nobody. He's got nobody. Offense.
Keon Coleman isn't terrible, but like he's inactive because he's a knucklehead. And so, you know, Sean McDermott did what he had to do, set him down. Like, learn your lesson, you know? And so, yeah, you're throwing to Joshua Palmer and Khalil Shakir. You know, you need a hook and lateral. They had chances, you know, that they called a couple of plays where, you know, they came out of a 4th and 27 situation and got in the scoring position to win the game.
Yeah. Wow, just wild. Back to the Birds, and we were talking about Eagles-Cowboys, and you know it better than any. You lived it. On both sides, you lived it.
Yeah.
Is it dead?
Well, we're going to find out on Sunday. We're going to find out Sunday right there.
That's a good pose there, Baldy.
It is. Look at this. Look at the head. He's got the square head working nicely.
Yeah. I was a little thick back then, but we could say that it was dead until now because somehow like this made no sense to me. But the Cowboys rebuilt their defensive line during the season. Like normally that's what you do in the offseason, right? But they acquired Kenny Clark, Quinnen Williams, Jadeveon Clowney. They drafted South Jersey's own Donovan Ezeraku. Like, they traded for Logan Wilson. DeMarvion Overshown is back. Deron Bland is back. Malik Hooker is back. Like, they actually have a defense now. And so against this offense that is clearly stuck in the mud, like, and I know the defense can man up against, George Pickens and CD and get after Dak. So this might be like a low-scoring affair, all right? And it might come down to the fourth quarter. And if the Eagles come back limping off a loss to Dallas and this rivalry is rekindled, like, you can just imagine, if you thought it was unlistenable, all the noise coming out of the locker room and out of NovaCare this week, wait till if they would lose to Dallas, what it would look like and what it would sound like.
Yeah, you're right. Do you take them seriously? I don't really think they're a playoff team. They have a pretty tough schedule.
But at the same time, like, I did week one game, on that Thursday night to kick off the season. And, obviously Jalen Carter did what he did and he didn't play. But I want to see Jalen Carter against Tyler Booker. Like, I know Tyler, and he's like, bring him on. And it's Alabama, Georgia. Like, it's just that rivalry is going to go on just the way it did with, remember, like, when it was Zach Martin at right guard and Fletcher Cox? Like, it was a rivalry for 10 years between those two. It was a war, those two. Like, it could be Tyler Booker and Jalen Carter, for the next 10 years too. So, I like the game within the game, I can't wait to see how Tyler I love Tyler Booker, but I don't know if he can handle Jalen Carter the way Jalen's playing right now. But it's going to be fun to watch.
What would you do? Like, I want to do, what would Baldy do offensively? All right, because I had my thoughts. I threw it out this week. Unless you would do the same thing they're doing, which is just be a turtle and don't turn the ball over. But what would you do?
I mean, I would attack their corners. Man. Like I know Lane's not in there right now. Lane's going to try to do this thing without surgery. Like, we'll see how it goes. Like, he's rehabbing all day, every day. So he wants to get back in there. But Fred's played well. So like I know what the record is without Lane, and everybody's going to point to that. But they haven't had Fred Johnson as his backup. Like, Fred's he'll be okay out there against Clowney and the other guys, Fowler, the other guys they put out there. But I would attack these corners, man. Like, I don't care what coverage they're in. Like, they didn't attack him except for one play in the first game, and that was Dotson catching a big pass that kind of opened the game up for the Eagles in the first half. But I would attack these corners. Like, I don't believe in them. I just don't. And so whether it's comebacks, stops, double moves, like, I would get after them. Like, okay, the pass rush should be improved with Quinnen. Quinnen's a good player. But I think they can. I know Landon Dickerson can handle Quinnen. Like, I feel pretty good about what they can do up front. Like, I'd go after these corners. Like, and catch the ball. Like, you don't have to separate very much against these guys. Like, just attack them.
Yeah, I love it. Now, does that mean, now here's the issue, is that what you saw Sunday night was like the elementary offense, right? Like a basic, and, they dumped it down to the point where, some of the issues that they believe are happening pre-snap. So they're not making it as complicated. And I don't know that you can run that offense. I think you got to give Jalen a chance to either, sink or swim, man. Let him succeed, or if he fails, let him fail. Like, you're at the point now where I think you got a good enough cushion to try some things offensively and open it up, because I still believe you're going to need it at some point.
Well, they're basically lining up the same offense that they've lined up for 3 years, all right? And so, or at least 2 years, okay, with Saquon. But you got the same offense. The Cowboys are incorporating all kinds of new guys in it. So they're going to be pretty basic. They're a zone team. Like, they're a basic zone team.
Yeah.
That's what that's what they have been. I know new defense coordinator, but I mean, that's probably what they should be when you're adding new linebackers, right? New defensive tackles and a new defensive end. You're not gonna trick them. You're not gonna like overload and bring all these pressures, because they haven't had time to work on any of this stuff. I think you're going to get a very basic defense. That's what they did to the Raiders. And I know the Raiders are, just god awful, and they just physically won battles one-on-one. So, I mean, I think they're going to see pretty basic coverages, behind their front. The linebackers are, it's going to be 3 deep, 4, 5 underneath. Like, there's going to be holes there in the zone. Like, just, all right, there's plays to attack that. We could draw plays up that can attack that. It doesn't have to be that complicated. You just have to stay with it, and complete the passes and sustain offense.
Yeah, I saw some video of their game against or their game Monday night against the Raiders, where the linebackers seemed to like really commit and over pursuits of some like misdirection and play action. Is that something you see from the Cowboys linebacker core? Like, would rollouts and play action work against these guys?
Well, it just depends on how you set it up, honestly. Like, if you just come out there and go, okay, we're going to bootleg to the right here, are they really going to bite hard? You got to set some of these plays up to get the misdirection going. Because what misdirection is basically is you show a pattern, you show a pattern, you show a pattern, and then you break the pattern. I mean, that's what the Kyle Shanahans and Sean McVays of the world do, because they know that you're pattern reading these stuff. And so we're going to show you this pattern. This is what we're boom, 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 and then counteract it. And so that's what, good offenses do. The Eagles don't really set much up so that you can get those type of reactions.
Yeah. Can you win? Like, they won last year, but like you correctly pointed out, they won because they had a defense, but they had Saquon, right? Like, you had a home run hitter. They weren't this ineffective offensively. There was a home run hitter. Like, yeah, they sputtered at times, the whole nine, but you had a legit run game to lean on. Now you have nothing to lean on.
Well, that's why, people ask me, what's the biggest issue with the Eagles? I'm like, the run game has been horrible.
Right.
Jalen hasn't been good. Saquon hasn't been good outside of one run. And so you're not getting the big chunks out of the run game like they were getting routinely last year. So that's gone. And so now you have to lean on the passing game. It has to pick it up. And so the one guy that looks like he has some juice to him is Tank Bigsby. Like, you just watch this guy pop these runs like he's popping. Like, I'm kind of curious to see if they might give him a few more carries because he has popped.
Do you think that, you know how that works sometimes where the backup change of pace, backup comes in, but the more carries he gets, the more exposed he gets?
Well, in the one game where they, ran the ball, really well against, the Giants a couple weeks ago, he looked great and he got a lot of carries. But yeah, sometimes that's the case. I mean, I'm not suggesting to go away from Saquon. Right. You got to stay with it. But, they've really struggled at the tight end position to block. Everybody's in 2 tight ends. They've struggled there. They've struggled at the guard position to get movement. So we'll see. We'll see what Jurgens does this week, if it's him or Toth or a combination this week at center. I honestly don't believe there's any fall off at all when Toth is in there. Excuse me. He looks just as good to me.
All right, let's have some fun. All right. I want to dive back into the Baldy annals. All right. First, I want you to explain the Cowboy mystique. All right, because when you go and you make that team one of 90, undrafted free agents, and you're in the thick of it. They're the height of the Dallas dynasty, and they were bigger than life. They were a cultural phenomenon. So let's start there, and then I want to work the Eagles and the Eagle fans, Philadelphia, Buddy, and everybody else into it. But start when you get there, and you have this bigger-than-life world.
Well, I mean, part of it was, we don't have this, this media, blitz that's out there now where games are on TV and everybody sees the highlights. I mean, that didn't exist. So, Madden and Summerall seemed to do a lot of our games back then. They were the station of the NFC. CBS was the station. So, I mean, if we're playing Washington, if we're playing Philly, like it's 1 o'clock, 4 o'clock on CBS, and Madden and Summerall doing a game. And so that's the voice of football right there, those two guys. So, I came in 82, And, there's Randy White over there, and there's Tony Dorsett, and there's Too Tall Jones. It was just, they had the league's biggest stars. We played a game in London, the first game ever played outside the United States against the Bears after they won the Super Bowl. And, we're all at this nightclub one night, and there's Fridge and McMahon and Hampton, and we're over here on this side, and we're giving, dollar bills over here to this side. We're just having fun out there in London. And honestly, there was a picture that somebody took with me and this punk rocker with spiked red hair. And back then, that picture went on, the AP wire service around the world. The Cowboys are in London. And, there's Too Tall Jones and the Fridge with Scotland Yard at Buckingham Palace. That picture went viral. And so it was the Cowboys and whatever else. And that was the story. And they were on TV every week. And we were really good. We were going to 3 straight NFC championship games. We'd won Super Bowls in the 70s. We were trying to knock on the door in the 80s. And it was just, you went there, and I don't want to tell too many stories here because I'm going to get myself in trouble, but nothing was bigger than being a Cowboy.
Yeah, they were also run in an elite manner. Jerry today,
yeah.
It's a bit of a carnival. It's not even a big production as much as it's more like a carnival. Whereas back then, Tom Landry was an erudite figure, right? From the hat and the way he conducted himself and very stoic, that whole thing. Even Jimmy was fiery, Jimmy Johnson, but Jimmy Johnson was freaking football, man. Everything was run so well back then.
I tell you, I'm just an undrafted free agent, and I'm going to training camp. And I'm back home in New York. And they fly me on Pan Am when Pan Am was, the airline. They fly me first class on Pan Am from JFK to LAX. I'm a free agent. I'm nobody. And I got a first class ticket. I ate the whole time. I ate every Sunday they put in front of me. I'd never been in first class before. I didn't know what that was about. So they treated you well. You went and played the Washington Redskins in D.C., and we're staying at the Crystal City Marriott. You couldn't get in the hotel. There were so many Cowboy fans there. Before fans traveled, they just had Cowboy fans. You came to Philly, and if we beat the Eagles, there was nothing but Cowboy fans at Veterans Stadium, meeting you at the bus, meeting you at the airport. Everywhere we went, we were the Beatles. Yeah, honestly, we were the Beatles back then. Before we had all this fan travel, what our buddy Vince does now, and all this. We were the original team that had a fan base everywhere we went.
All right. So then you go to Indy and you come here, right? So now you're in Philadelphia. And all you got inundated with was, hey, I don't care if we go 2-14 as long as we beat the Cowboys twice. It was the height of Cowboy hate. Me growing up, I couldn't wait to root against them on Thanksgiving. We had Thanksgiving. I lived for the 4 o'clock Thanksgiving so I could root against them.
They sacked Troy Aikman on Thanksgiving 11 times one year. Jerome and Reggie, the whole group. But I'll tell you, the first game I ever was a part of as an Eagle, I actually went to Buffalo for training camp. I wanted to play with my brother. They were going to Super Bowls, and they ended up cutting me. And the Eagles picked me up the second week of the season. My first game that I dressed was against the Cowboys at Veterans Stadium on Monday night.
Wow.
And both teams are 3-0. And I'm telling you, I never felt like a playoff game.
Yeah.
That intensity, I'll never forget. Jim McMahon's son, Sean, would turn 10, and he bought him a remote control truck. And he wanted to test the truck out. And he takes the truck down to the field. But before the game, this is how McMahon was. And he's got this remote control truck, and there's Jimmy Johnson with the plastic hair that doesn't move, pacing the field, right? Just a hungry lion, right? And McMahon's on the bench, and he's sicking this remote control truck at Jimmy Johnson. It's like a little dog nipping at his feet, and he's kicking it, and McMahon's sitting on the bench cracking up, and Jimmy's like tripping over this remote control truck, and we're sitting on the bench just laughing our asses off. We were loose. The Cowboys were tight. They knocked Stepnoski out. They laid him out. Like they had to put him in a body bag that night. I mean, we crushed the Cowboys that night. We literally, I mean, you go back and look at the score or whatever stats. Like we literally physically whipped them. And I just remember WIP and, you know, all this, the airwaves and the scene. It was just pure Cowboy carnage out there on the field. And I was like, oh, this rivalry is on. This is on. Like I was happy to be on the other side of it. But you know, and then, you know, 3 months later in a playoff game, divisional round, they took us apart. And like they became that well-oiled machine that Jimmy Johnson put together.
Yeah, it was awesome. I mean, it like the Eagle Cowboy thing was so real, man. It was
4th and 1. How many times they run 4th and 1 in '95? And
I remember the play call. The play call was load left. That was the play call.
Yeah.
And I mean, it was awesome. Like we lived for it. And then, you know, it's interesting because you see it kind of yellow, right? Like Andy owned Dallas. Like Andy owned the Cowboys. There was one moment, and that was the Donovan air guitar game where he blamed the young receivers and they lost, you know, back-to-back games. But that was it. Other than that, you know, pickle juice, Romo waving the punt team back and 44-6. Like,
didn't Andy start the game with an onside kick one time?
Yes, that was pickle juice.
Possession right off the bat.
Yeah.
You know, classic Andy. Just got something.
2000. It was the 2000 season. Opened up in Dallas.
Honestly, because like I know the division, you know, all changed a little bit. 2002. We need rivalries. We need heated rivalries in this business. Like back when, you know, Pete Carroll's in Seattle and San Francisco had Harbaugh, and Seattle and those two teams went at it. I'm going to do Pittsburgh and Baltimore in a couple of weeks down in Baltimore. Oh. We need rivalries that just raise the intensity of the game. Where if you're sitting on your couch, you're like shuddering, like watching Houston just take Buffalo apart last night. Like that's what the rivalry intensity looks like and feels like when you get that, and we need that in this league.
Don't you think it starts with a coach too? A coach got to embrace that.
No doubt.
Sirianni's actually great at it because he can play a villain. Yeah.
No, buddy, you know, you need guys like Sparks to fly. You know, make outrageous statements. Like you just need like to get it heated up. Bulletin board material is bulletin board material. Like it sounds good, but like you need to get heated up from the coach and take a shot at the other side. Like all that stuff is part of it.
Yeah, yeah. Weird. It's a weird weekend. Now there's a great game, Kansas City, Indianapolis.
That's where I'm headed tomorrow morning.
You'll be at that game?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a great one, man.
Great game.
That's a great one. So,
because honestly, this is like the Chiefs are teetering on the brink, right? They're 0-5 in games of one-score games. Last year, they won every one. They're teetering. And somehow, Mahomes and Andy Reid are in this situation, but they're in this situation, and they're getting a hot Colts team coming in. And if you're going to see the Chiefs, if you're going to see the best of the Chiefs, it's going to be this week at home.
Yeah.
And so it has all, and the Colts are a good team, and Daniel Jones is playing well, and they got probably, you know, the leading candidate to be the MVP and Jonathan Taylor. If you're going to see the Chiefs come out of this thing and become a playoff team, it's going to start this weekend. If they go to 5-6, I'd say it's not going to happen. So I think this is, and I'm going to see them a couple weeks after this against the Chargers. So if they're going to come out of this thing and get on a run, it's going to start this weekend. And what you want to do, like even like last week in Denver, like you want to beat a good team. You want good teams on your resume that you beat. That's what, when you come in the locker room, you're like, yeah, we could do this. And that's what the Colts are. They're like the measuring stick. Are they really done, or do we still have a lot of football left?
Yeah. Hey, let's welcome in your colleague and our friend from the NFL Network, Mikey G, Mike Garafolo, joins the fray. Good morning, Michael. How are you, buddy?
What's up? How we doing? I wasn't ready. Sorry. What's up?
No, it's all right.
Baldy's rocking that Letterman jacket the last
I'm not
few days.
taking it off, Mike. I'm not taking it off, man.
Dude, how
Where do I
awesome
get one?
is that jacket?
Yeah, where do I get it?
Yeah. Right here outside the lunchroom.
How'd you get it?
I mean, they just had this sale, this holiday sale yesterday. So I saw the jacket. I'm like, I got to have that. You have a double XL. Like,
Holiday sale? Where do I go? What do I do?
I think you could get it online, cuz honestly, I have no idea. I
Oh
just was
my
going in there
God.
to get my lunch. I was going there to get my lunch yesterday, and I saw they had a big sales team out there selling this stuff. I'm like, I'll take that.
Damn, I wanted to stop by. I texted you. I wanted to stop over yesterday. I could have got the jacket.
You could have.
Hold on, though. Wait. You had to pay though?
I had to pay. Yeah, Mike. Yeah. I don't know what it was. You know,
Nah.
Why, you wouldn't pay for that?
put the plastic down.
If I generated as much content for the NFL as Baldy's breakdowns does, no, I would not pay for it. I would.
Well, no, they should. You're right.
I get the four straight finger, one crooked finger discount. That's what I would get.
You're right. You're right. Like all of Baldy's breakdowns, him wearing it for Baldy's breakdowns alone will sell millions of jackets.
Right? The machine.
Yes.
You know? Don't treat him like a cog in the machine. He's
Right.
the engine that makes the damn thing run.
Mike, they're taking every penny off the table. All right. We know how this operates. They're not giving any freebies. There's no tickets, there's no jackets, there's nothing. The owners, they got bills to pay, families to feed, Mike. Come on.
Yeah. Boats, yachts to buy.
Yachts to buy, landscaping bills to pay. You ever been
Yes.
down Palm Beach? You drive by some of their mansions there, the landscaping?
Oh, yeah.
That's not cheap.
That's not cheap.
Michael, we're talking about the drama. I'm sure you guys, it's been a conversation all week long.
The AJ and Jalen?
Yeah, the whole thing.
No, I think there's starting to be some national fatigue on that. I don't know that it made insiders. If I'm trying to remember this entire week and his session last night, which may have happened late. I think we did our show early yesterday. The one thing I did say early in the week is that I don't think a whole lot was going to change from this past week and his conversation with Jeffrey Lurie, which I saw Sal reported. He said he's not going to put anything on social media. But the way I was like, if he's asked about it, he's going to sort of give his honest opinion, which he sort of did yesterday. But he just was like, move on. Don't want to talk about it. Move on. Like, that's his approach, which is basically the same answer as saying what he had said the week before. He's not happy. I don't know where this goes after the season. They feel like we've been dealing with this for longer than just this season, and we've been successful and we won a Super Bowl. We can work our way through it again. I wouldn't advise it. I just don't know. To me, though, like, Jalen's given his all. There's been some moments where AJ's kind of like, and you can't have that. You can't be upset and then the ball comes your way and it's like you're not working to get on top of the cornerback or whatever it was. So I don't know, man.
But there's been like
goes.
this week is, D Gunn was talking about, how it's not just AJ, but it's a lot of people are frustrated with Jalen.
Yeah.
And it's not just AJ Brown, even though he's been the most, vocal about it.
I've heard the same, but by the same token, as I always fire back, it's like he was a Super Bowl MVP. He played really well in the Super Bowl a couple years before that. He's a winning quarterback. Okay, maybe he's not your favorite personality. I work with a lot of people that aren't my favorite personality, and I'm not theirs. I'm not their cup of tea, and you work through it. I just don't understand how it's gotten to this level between a guy who was vouching for AJ when they traded for him, and a godfather to the child.
When everybody, I think what the tenor is now, though, is more of frustration. Yeah, there's the interpersonal workings, but there's a bit of a frustration with the way the offense is run. And like, you could say all you want about, Super Bowl, there are issues with the offense and the way the passing game is. And
Baldy's done a great job of showing it. Our guy Kurt Warner did a great job of showing it the other day. There were a couple of plays where explosives. I mean, I don't know, Baldy. When you look at it, if I had you be Judge Judy on this one and have to make it like, is it more Jalen? Is it more AJ? Is it the scheme? I mean, where would you come down on it?
Well, they've adjusted, quite a bit. Jalen's under center now. There is play action passes. I mean, it was crazy when he missed a go route to Saquon last week. Like he's been good over his whole career at throwing deep balls. Like they've made a ton of plays. Like he missed a couple last week, but to your point, AJ, I don't know what he kind of pulled up on one. They dropped a lot of passes the other night. They dropped 5, like that. In
the first series, they dropped 3.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, but some of those passes, like that's what gives your offense some confidence and the quarterback confidence. It's just completions. You start stacking completions, you feel like, yeah, we can come out of this rut that we're in. You drop a ball, you drop a one. Devontae drops one on 3rd and 7. It's a first down throw. So those things don't help. They're not as creative. Like if that's what you want, they're not as creative as let's say
the report
what Kubiak is doing, and
right. The word is that they feel like they can't be creative. They feel like pre-snap there's issues, not seeing things where you should be, being on the wrong side of the field. Your eyes are on the wrong side of the field. You're running stuff to the wrong side of the field. So what they did was completely dumb down the offense against the Lions. I mean, you can see the routes. I mean, I run that stuff in 7th grade with 7th graders. Like,
I have heard.
They got to give the kid a chance to fail.
Jalen?
Yeah.
You think open it up rather than play? I'm going to resist the dumbed down portion of it. And
whatever you want to call it, elemental.
Right? No. I'm not saying it. Yeah,
yeah.
I know. I'm just. I have heard this, that when Tanner McKee's in there, it's a different offense. It runs more in a different way. I don't want to say more smoothly or whatever, but it runs in a different way. And guys are like, oh wow, the difference between him being in there and now he doesn't have Jalen's skill set, right? If you can combine the two.
You have a perfect quarterback, right?
That's what I mean. It'd be ideal. So they feel like they have to do things a certain way, and this goes back to a couple of years ago when they were successful, leaning on him to say, "What are you comfortable doing?" and him giving them decent enough feedback that they're able to sort of build it that way for him, the offense, and tailor the offense to him a little bit. So I don't necessarily look at it as fully like a negative thing. And I understand that.
But what that was a couple of years ago has changed because he doesn't want to run. Like, if you don't want to run, that's a big part of the success of an offense with Jalen Hurts is him in the run game.
The read options and the design stuff. He's willing to tuck it. Go back to the Cowboys game week 1, how many times he was willing to tuck it and scramble. He's willing to do that. I get it. I hear everything you're saying. I don't know what the answer is. And frankly, I don't know that the Eagles know what the answer is. And they're just trying to navigate this thing right now.
But I don't know, Baldy. That's why I go, hey, let's go. Let's try to be creative. And go ahead, Jalen. Go sling it. You said it. I've been saying it. You said it earlier, Baldy, to start, which is, hey, attack Dallas's corners. Go attack them. That's what I would do. And if he throws a pick, so what? This idea of, God forbid, you turn the ball over, at some point, you gotta play free.
Yeah, well, he's not going to put the ball in harm's way, cuz he's not.
Yeah, but they're on him they're on him constantly.
But he's smart enough to know my defense is really good, and we're winning as long as the only time they really opened his offense up was when they were down 26-7 to the Lions.
And look what happened. Him playing free.
All right, but they also had to block 2 field goals, at the end of the game to win that game too. So it wasn't like it was just because they opened it up. Yeah, they did, and AJ destroyed Emmanuel Forbes or whatever. But at the same time, he's got 1 interception. They've got 6 turnovers in 10 games. That wins you a lot of games. Just look at the turnover ratio in the teams that are winning. Chicago.
I don't deny that. Obviously they're 8-2.
But his thing is, whether he was he did the same thing in Alabama and Oklahoma. That's in his mind, that's how he's wired.
Yeah, but they were when he was in Oklahoma and when he was in Alabama and he was with the Eagles early, he was a really dangerous weapon because he can run,
That's true.
because he was a part of the run game. And what happens when you're running RPOs is that all of a sudden the windows are larger. He's in space. You see it. He's always been a guy that likes to throw to a guy that's open, right? So now all of a sudden, when he's moving and defenses are having to adjust to it, guys are more open. And he's more willing to throw it. Like, that's why it's vital for him to be part of the run game.
Yeah, but defenses. This is why the zone man thing is. I believe. I don't know this for sure. He doesn't get into great detail in what his mind is like and what his processing is. But I think he's more comfortable when he'll throw the one-on-one ball to a covered AJ because
it's outside the numbers. He's not going to put the ball in peril that way.
That's what I mean. It's like my guy or no guy. Whereas if you're playing zone and you're facing this way and you don't see their backs as much, that's a much different scenario for him that he's been burned on before, and he's not willing to necessarily put the ball.
Right. Well, that's why if he's part of the run game, that stuff will shift and change.
I don't know that he's not willing to run. I mean, that's your information.
Listen,
I get it.
It's been out there, so I can just tell you that's been out there. Like he's got to be a part of it. Like that's a great gift that he has. Like, and I think it helps him and a lot. Plus, it helps him get into a rhythm. Like, there's no rhythm. I kept talking about tempo, breaking Baldy's eardrums about tempo and drive starters. Like, give me a break. Right? Like, well, how are we going? We lead the league in 3 and outs. We can't run tempo. Nonsense. You got to change it up. Get him into a rhythm. It's not fair to him. Like, it's not fair to the kid. Let the guy cook. Give him a chance.
I like your lower third. Let Jalen Hurts make mistakes. That's great. We call it the lower third in the business. But I
mean, listen.
You're willing to eat the occasional interception, the occasional mistake.
It's the cost of doing business.
I don't know that this fan base is, and I don't. You don't want that. You don't want that kind of atmosphere.
I
don't know that AJ is
5, but again, you listen. Last year you could win because you had a run game to lean on. At some point, just not turning the ball over is not a plan. At some point, you're going to need to score. If you're going to play the Rams.
That was the formula last year, though. They could have easily lost to Carolina. They could have easily lost to Cleveland, to Jacksonville.
Yeah, but you had a run game. You had a weapon.
They were booing the hell out of them, cuz, at home in all those games. They were booing like crazy last year, and they were winning games with the same formula.
No, but it's a different formula. You had a run game last year. You don't have it this year. So the formula's changed.
Well, they're gonna stay with that formula, and hopefully the run game begins to pop. They'll find some run. I mean,
I'm hoping that someday I can coach an NFL team. That's not happening.
All right. Well, I mean, if you already know the future, then go over there and draw some new plays up for them.
Why not? Why are you giving up?
Or GM, or at least be Baldy's assistant. I aspire to be Baldy's assistant.
I don't think Morgan Freeman got his big break till he was like 50-something. It could still happen for you.
Yeah. You guys get my point. I mean, listen, I don't want to belabor it. I get it. I just am dubious that, and I appreciate the numbers and the records and all that stuff about not turning the ball over. At some point, you're going to need to score. Like, at some point in the playoffs, like, your offense needs to execute.
Wait till this defense starts like really spitting turnovers back to the offense on short fields.
I love this defense.
Just like that's what happened, because that's what happened in the postseason. They got 12 takeaways in the postseason.
Yeah.
And once it's coming. The turnovers
are coming. But they were able, like against Washington, they were able to convert them into points.
Okay. All right, but the turnovers didn't really come early this season. All right, they're starting to come now, and they're going to come in waves. You watch.
I agree with you. I think that's happening. Where I question, and again, I don't know. I'm just questioning it, right? Where I question is, can you convert that into points? The field position that they had Sunday night against the Lions, by accident, they should have scored 30.
Yeah, because if you're giving up 16 points to the Packers and the Lions, like, how explosive does your offense need to be?
Well, he's saying
why do you have to take all these chances? Like, they're not scoring. right?
But he's saying
So-
they're not going to be able to do that week in and week out.
Okay, all right.
And
But
yeah,
maybe,
yeah.
But you could say that, but then when they're down 26-7, they opened it up and they did what they had to do to beat a really good team. So I don't know. Like, I don't think this thing is I think we can. I got to run here, guys, but you can chop this up forever, and they're going to keep doing it. But it might be an ugly win. Look, if they lose to Dallas and it's ugly, then this thing the top will really come off.
And listen, I love this defense. So go, Baldy. We love you, buddy. I'll talk.
All right, guys.
Later.
All right, have a good weekend, man. See you,
All right, Baldy.
Mike.
See you, buddy. Because I do think they call it a lot of times, depending on what they're seeing from the defense. But they do call it conservatively. If they're backed up, they will call it conservatively, in large part because they don't want him to make the mistake on a short field. So maybe it's not opening it up there. Maybe it's opening it up right around midfield. Maybe right.
I'm down. Yes.
Not deep, but minus territory, but close to midfield. Like at that point, your own 40. Now you could open it up a little bit. I think in those situations, I think Nick is when they're deep, when they're backed up, Nick is in the headset to everybody. Hey, get conservative. Like, let's not make our own mistake. We'll get out of this. Let's get the defense to get a stop. We'll get the ball back. Like, he's thinking that way, and I think that he's comfortable with what they've done, how they've done that part this year.
Yeah, and again, I don't disagree. Although I hate the cowardly draws, and I hate the hey, let's not go for a first down on 3rd and 11. Like 3rd and 11, you're at your own 28-yard line. Like, can I try it for a first down? Like, can I?
That's the way he wants it done. That is the way he wants it done, and that's the way he has wanted it done. Now I don't. But here, all right. So, when is there a period where you saw an offense with him that you did like?
Yeah, in 2022.
In 2022, but at that point, it was still being tailored a certain way for him.
It was RPO.
Right. But it was still being tailored a certain way for him in the passing game.
It was an explosive offense. Like, he was a part of the run game. He looked great. He was throwing the ball well.
But I think a lot of offenses have gone away from RPO heavy.
I know they have, because defenses kind of adjusted on it, right?
Right, which they always will, right?
I mean, it's part of the cops and robbers kind of thing, right? Like, let's crash. Let's have our ends crash, right? Like, you get it. Like, but if you can mix it up, you got to be more creative mixing it up. Again, I could be wrong, and you just win this way, and that's what happens. They won. I just wonder, can you get through a playoff run? Like, if you played the Lions again, and I love this defense, love it. But you play the Lions again, you're going to hold them this. You got Laporta back. You're going to hold them to 9 points?
You know how this thing goes overall in the league from season to season. I do think this is more of a defensive year. I think the teams with the stout defenses, like, look at last night's game. Look at what the points were scored, by the way. But look at last night's game, the way that Houston's defense was able to really handle things. For whatever reason, we are in an era of not just like pass rushers on the edge, but guys up the middle. I mean, look at the Eagles roster. Look at 3 defensive tackles that are wrecking stuff for opposing, and that's where it starts for Vic Fangio's defense. That's the strength of it. So I'm not poo-pooing it. I'm just saying, and nobody's told me this on the coaching staff there or anything, but maybe open your eyes and look at it and say, this is the way football is going to be in the NFL in 2025, and we got a defense that can play that kind of game. And I don't know. I mean, it's just there's decisions made during the week. And then there's decisions made on the sideline on Sunday. Yeah. And during the week, the idea is it's going to be more explosive. We've got all these plays dialed up, and either they don't work or you just can't get to them because of situations, or you choose not to get to them, I should say.
Yeah, and again, don't misconstrue where I go, all of a sudden I want to be, the greatest show on turf in the Rams. Like, I have no delusions. I'm just saying, you reach the point in the schedule where you got a cushion. You're going to be playing some bad defenses, all right? So, like, you got Washington twice. You got the Raiders. The Chargers are a mess right now. Like, you got these teams. You have the Bears. You got these teams. You could work on some stuff. And, again, I'm not saying to go away from your core belief because you're going to win with defense. I'm just saying at some point You need to be able to pull that and go, hey, we did this. Like, we found some stuff that we could do, whether it's tempo, whether it's certain formations that we could draw upon in the playoffs to get extended drive. I mean, that's all I'm talking about.
I would say if you're looking for that, you probably got to go back to the Rams game, right? That's the last time that you could look at what you're talking about that they were able to tap into out of necessity. And at the time it was, well, look, see, if we have to do that, we can do that. It's hard to flip that switch,
I guess I want to trust
right?
him. Like, I guess I want to trust Hurts. Like, I want to, like, he said it. He said, take the handcuffs off, wherever he said, like, I want to trust him more. Like, what happens? You turn the ball over, you have a bad game. All right. Well, you got a cushion.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's just the turnovers are bad in his mind. I know the way he thinks. The way he thinks.
But Jalen also wants, I think, the way I read it, I also think he wants to allow him to play a little bit more free.
When did he say the handcuffs thing?
When did he say that? After the Rams game, or when was it?
Was it the handcuff or the straight jacket?
Straight jacket. It was one of those.
It was last
a metaphor.
year.
Right.
Yeah, it was last year he said it. The straight jacket.
Oh, last year.
Yeah.
Last year?
Yeah.
I mean, he talked about.
Last year.
I thought it was this year, but whatever. Like.
Right. Well, last year was. I mean, last year your team's defense is all week long. We can't let Saquon Barkley and first quarter he's off and running. That just changes everything. It opens up everything. When that happens.
Play action. You got all kinds of stuff that you can lean on. You just don't. My belief without Lane Johnson is you don't have a run game that you can lean on. But the run game's going to be spotty. Fred Johnson's good in pass pro. Like, I just want to get the pass game going a little bit.
It's a Commanders game, NFC Championship. It was a straight jacket game.
Okay. All I want is a little bit more life out of the pass game. And I think you can get it.
Not without your wide receiver one on the same page. I mean, it's a chicken and egg thing at this point, though, right? Like I'm sure that if we had this conversation with the coaches, they say, yeah, we'd love to, but these two are not vibing on or off the field. So how are we supposed to do it, right? And they'd also tell you, we've had to tailor this offense a specific way to him. We can't all of a sudden just open it up when we don't even have the running game to lean on, Ant, that you're talking about, which is doubly worse now that you've got your all-pro right tackle who's going to be out for a month plus. Which, by the way, I know surgery was, I don't know what the update is. I know surgery was talked about at some point. Sounds like there's not going to be a surgery at this point, and the hope he's just going to rehab and get himself back.
So what do you think, so the swelling went down and it's not, they can navigate it? Like it
wasn't so much the swelling, it was studying the scans and sending them out for a bunch of different medical opinions, and everything they got back was that doesn't have to be a surgical thing right now.
Because you can read it when the swelling goes down. You're able to read the
I got
scans.
you. Yeah. Well, they said, who's the foot? Dr. Anderson, the foot and ankle specialist. Although he's semi-retired at this point, and I think they got a couple others as well. These agents do a good job these days of like, we're not just getting a second opinion, we're getting a third, a fourth, and a fifth.
Yeah. All right. Tell me about the Cowboys. Like this, like what are we expecting Sunday from them with their rebuilt defense?
I mean, you don't have to do air quotes. That's a much different defense. They were getting beat up inside, and they were dictating things. Donovan Ezeraku from BC made an impact play. Represented by our guy Andre Odom, Philly guy. He's making some plays, and you got to help that secondary out. Obviously, you heard Baldy. Go after the Cowboys corners. That's still going to be the weakness of their defense, but everything gets better when you've got guys making impact plays up front. The question is, how much of that was the emotion of the kneeling thing and the emotion of Quinnen's first game, and all of a sudden,
and the Raiders,
Raiders. Can you bottle that and continue to move that forward? I try not to get too hung up in like, oh, that was a bad team, because it's still an NFL team. I do, but that that Raiders team is bad. If Pete Carroll's the coach of the Raiders in 2026 at this point, I'm going to be floored. That's gotta go. I mean,
Geno
he's
Smith,
not doing.
What'd you expect? Come on.
Better than Minshew and Aiden O'Connell. I mean, like if you're Antonio Pierce, you go, I could have done this with this roster's better than what I had, So they gotta make a change there, and I think they will. But yeah, I mean it's sometimes though that performance can spark a better performance against a better team. You know what I'm saying? You've seen it happen before, so I wonder if that carries over. It's a fascinating game to me. I would not be surprised if the Cowboys win this game.
Right. The whole league's wild. It's just it's crazy. Like looking at the Bills, you get the Keon Coleman situation. He's got nobody to throw to. The Texas defense is unbelievable. Will Anderson's ridiculous, right? Like
nuts.
So you're watching the AFC. The Chiefs have to win Sunday, right? Like there's all kinds of storylines there, and then in the NFC, makes sense of the Bears, right? Like they remind me of Washington last year. Ben Johnson's done a great job with Caleb, but there's still a -6 point differential. The league's crazy.
Yeah, I mean it's making the plays at the right time to win ball games and being heady in the fourth. And Caleb's got 5 fourth quarter comebacks this year. 5.
Yeah.
I mean you're not looking at him like he's Elway at this point, but collectively they're helping to make that.
Ben Johnson's a good coach.
Quarter. He's a really good coach. I did have to me it was okay. You're a great coordinator. That's awesome. How's that going to translate to head coach? And I don't want to get ahead of it because sometimes guys hit the ground running and have a great first year and then it sort of settles back down. So I'm not going to anoint him as the next great head coach, but he's off to a great start there. And he's certainly been fantastic as a motivator and as a communicator. Again, that's something that doesn't translate from an offensive coordinator. Because a lot of times offensive coordinators are quirky, even Liam Cohen. Quirky kind of guy. How is that going to translate to head coach? Early returns on both of these guys are great, and you hope that continues for them.
What's the story with let's go NFC contenders real fast. Bucky Irving and the Buccaneers, and can they get to the point where they're healthy and they're a team to watch?
I'll answer the second one. Yes, they can get healthy, and Mike Evans will be back at some point. And Chris Godwin's had the fibula injury. I mean, there's only one thing you do to a fibula: you break it. So clearly, he had been dealing with a broken bone in his leg. The Bucky Irving thing is weird. There's a lot going on there, and he had some cryptic posts early in the season that a lot of people flagged and said, "What the heck is going on there?" I forget specifically what he posted. So there's some. I mean, you asked about it, so I'm going to give you my best answer. Whereas I know some people have brought it up and been like, "Well, I know something's going on." I have heard some things about he's navigating a bunch of stuff, and we'll see.
All right, so I'm going through the contenders. You have the Eagles, you have the Lions, you have the Rams. Well, the Rams are great, right? Like you have Seattle, but you have the Darnold problem because big games, Darnold just doesn't come through.
I hate that. I hate to say that, but
it's true.
We talked about it, and then it happened. I mean, the first pick, he's backing up, he's falling away, and it's like, Sam, no, don't I'm not. It's like when you call somebody injury prone, and then the guy gets hurt. You're like, I'm trying not to say that, and then it happens.
Well, it's
and
true.
Just like
every big game, he just puts the ball in peril, man.
I know.
Go, dude.
Well, he coming in, you looked at the numbers, and it was like he was protected really well early in the season, and I said, well, this is the game where he's going to feel the pressure, and he did. And then again, early. It's not even like it was third quarter. He'd been hit a bunch. It was early. First quarter, whenever it was, that first pick, and it was just like, dude, you're already reacting to. And Ghost was the things that he talked about. It wasn't Ghost. I mean, he was reacting to pressure, and it's like, oh boy, this is gonna be. And he made. But that being said, they're right in it. They outgained them. They outgained them like 415 to 290 or something like that. Just gotta eliminate those critical mistakes that he made.
Yeah. Who else are you concerned with? Like the Packers are dead. The Minnesota. Can you imagine if they had Flacco? Like how much better they would be with Joe?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, they're going to pay for. They are paying for the path that they chose in the offseason, because there were quarterbacks who were interested in going there, and they were like,
I know
we want to give. give JJ a clear. I mean, Aaron Rodgers foremost. I mean,
Yeah.
not that he's been lighting the world on fire, but he'd be better than JJ. But it was like, no, we want to give JJ a clear runway here. And part of the plan there was, which the Eagles have had and other teams have had. When you got a rookie quarterback that's playing well, then you don't have to pay him that money. You can really, use that money elsewhere and those resources elsewhere on the roster. Problem is, kid's got to play well. And you were sort of putting the cart before the horse on that one. And so now you really don't have somebody else you could rely upon or lean upon at this point. So you're sink or swim with JJ. And if he doesn't play well down the stretch, now you're going to have to answer these questions all over again in the offseason headed into 26.
Hey, you got Atlanta Cousins back. He looks shot. Like, I don't know who's any good. Like, it's bizarre.
San Francisco, but I can't get there because no Bosa, no Warner, right? Like those, you don't overcome those two. So they'll be good and they'll be in the mix. And Kyle Shanahan, if he gets to the playoffs, maybe he's the coach of the year. I don't know. Mike Vrabel's doing a fantastic job, obviously. If you somehow got San Francisco back to full strength, you'd say that's the team that's playing like they need to play. I mean, you know what's weird,
and you're going to think I'm an idiot, but I like Matt Jones better than Purdy.
No, I disagree. I don't think you're an idiot. I disagree.
I like Matt Jones. Now Shanahan is genius. He's just a genius.
Yeah.
It's just incredible. But I like the way Matt Jones plays in his system.
I understand that. I do. But I think Purdy as a trigger man makes that thing go a lot better. And Pearsall had one catch for 0 yards last week. He had to get that back up to speed type feeling. So I think he's going to be a big target for them down the stretch. He certainly was producing big time early in the season. Kittle's getting healthier and healthier the longer he's out there. So offensively, they'll be fine. It's the question about that defense without those two integral pieces on the front two lines of that defense.
Yeah. It's in the AFC, who do you like?
In the I don't even like Denver, right? Like Denver's not a complete team, and they're not playing well early in games. It's like they're relying on coming back, and even when they do, it's not like they blow you away. It's just they got good receivers,
and you got New England and the Drake. I mean,
I like the Drake.
I like the Drake too.
I mean, I'll be curious to see how Indianapolis comes back from the bye, but they don't have the top flight personnel that you look at and go, oh boy, like they're really well coached.
At Sunday, and I go, Kansas City flexes Sunday. Like that's an Andy special. They win that game double digits.
Well, you got Indy coming off the bye, which sometimes can be a bad thing, right?
Yeah.
And you're rolling, and all of a sudden you take a pause. You come back from Germany after a game that shouldn't have been that close in the first place with that team. And I mentioned this last night after the game. The Texans were 3 games out. They just won. Indianapolis loses to Kansas City. Now it's a 2-game lead. Next week, Houston's got Indianapolis. They beat them. Now it's a 1-game lead. And that's just first and third place. What are the Jaguars doing? Potentially they're in first place by that point. So things can start to tighten up on Indianapolis, and all of a sudden you're feeling that pressure around the collar a little bit.
Yeah. It's so wild. The league's just crazy. And I guess to bring it back full circle, I love this Eagles defense. Like, just absolutely love. Jalen Phillips first of all, he slots everything, right? Like that D line is so perfectly slotted now that you have Phillips. He's a great kid. Like I look at that defense and I go, that's the best unit in the league. Am I overstating it?
There's a lot more contenders than there usually is. That's why I'm giving a little bit of pause. But the way they're playing right now,
I mean, you got the Texans and you got them.
I'd take the Eagles over the Texans.
So would I.
I would take the Eagles over the Texans. Texas got really good edge rushers in Hunter and Anderson, but the Eagles are stout up the middle.
And they have a great and with Cooper and Quinyon, like those, that's elite, right? And their linebackers are fantastic.
Quinyon, and I saw this all the way at the Senior Bowl. The confidence that he plays with,
he's unbelievable.
He's able, which allows him to stay calm, right? Not overreact and not, whether it's a flag or whether it's just out of like he's okay with playing underneath the receiver in man coverage, which a lot of guys aren't willing to do or don't feel great doing that. He's a terrific player. What a fantastic pick. Still shocked. I mean, it had to be the Toledo thing. Still shocked he didn't go higher.
I mean,
he
was
amazing.
Howie was
amazing in Mobile.
dancing.
Yeah. When they turned that card in, you go, like, you just know immediately. Like, when they took, I mean, Jalen Carter,
Right.
The questions weren't about football.
Right.
Jordan Davis was like, all right, this is
Yes.
boom or bust type
Right.
stuff. When they took Quinion, it's like, you know exactly what that was going to be.
And Cooper. By the way,
And
like,
Cooper, yeah.
Coop's elite, man. They're like, and listen, like, when you give Fangio that much talent, forget about it. It's a wrap.
Yeah.
So I guess
their multi-year pursuit of Vic is paying off, right?
Yes.
It's like this is why
yes.
we put that much effort into it, and Sean Desai was like a disciple, and like they
Right.
sort of wanted to pick an apple off the branch, and it doesn't work that way. And yeah, this is everything they wanted.
So I guess I just, contradicted my whole point early, which is
No, you didn't.
No,
you didn't. Why?
Well, no, I'm just saying. I
Defense is
love
playing
this
well, but
defense
you're
and-
saying there have been great defenses in the postseason before that. All of a sudden, you get caught in a 35-point game, and the other
Yeah.
and you got to score 38 on the other side.
Yeah.
So you're not contradicting yourself. It can happen.
Yeah. What's your weekend look like?
Yeah, I'll be home this weekend. So and then I got the Black Friday game. So I'll be there on Friday. Not bright and early. I guess we'll be there late morning. I guess is when we start. So
Are you hosting Thanksgiving? What are you doing?
we'll be Thanksgiving. We'll do Thanksgiving at our shore house, and then Friday we'll go to my parents' house, which I guess I'll be done. Game starts at 3:00. I'll be done like 7:30. So we'll go there for dinner afterward. My kids and my wife will be there.
South
So,
Philly
yeah, we'll have
Thanksgiving for Black Friday. I love it.
leftovers. Yeah, my mother makes a dinosaur for a turkey. So there's always like a second, and then there's stuff left over on Saturday. And by that point, my wife was like, "We gotta go." But I had enough
Now,
turkey.
does she do a lasagna or the manicotti?
He's gonna disown me here. We don't do that.
No,
We've never have, and I'm okay with it. By the way,
you never done the
He's
pasta.
he's look at. Oh my God! Do you hear the hurt in his voice right now?
You've never
We've-
done a pasta with everything
No, we haven't done that.
in your life, really? I'm just shocked.
Listen, when I was 4, I wasn't just drawing up the menu. I was just
I'm just
rolling
shocked.
up to the table with my toys.
We all did that. Like, that was always.
I never.
Well,
had
not
pasta.
all of us, Anthony.
Well, not you.
See, this is what
You're not. I'm talking about my
Well,
boy.
yeah,
He and I are
yeah.
related.
Yeah, we're talking.
Yeah, so are we.
We're not related. He and I are really related. His sister's married to my cousin.
My great grandfather came from Gargano.
We're
really
There's
related.
no way in the world that happened.
Wait. What happened?
My great grandfather's birth certificate, his town, he's from Vico del Gargano, the town where his family came
we
from.
always go.
So we're probably cousins.
We're all
Small
we're
town.
all boys.
I can't
We're all
believe
boys.
it. I don't
That's why I
believe
tried
that.
to tell. That's why I tried to tell Jimmy Garoppolo's dad. I'm like, dude, we're related. You got P's. I got an F. Somebody screwed up something at Ellis Island or
Yes.
something. That's why you got P's. That's all it is.
That's true.
But no, we don't do. We don't do.
And by the way,
pasta.
Jimmy looks like your brother.
Doesn't look like me. He got. My wife is in love with Jimmy Garoppolo. I'm like, well, you got. Kirkland
Jimmy
brand.
looks like your brother. I see a resemblance there.
Yeah, you got store brand Garoppolo. Then sorry about your luck.
Nah, you're a handsome kid. Come on, stop it.
You told me once I got a good head.
You
When
do
you're
have
bald,
a
you
good
gotta
head.
have a good head.
You got a
You gotta
good- He's
have a
got a
good
nice. It works.
I agree.
Got a nice head.
Yeah. Take his.
Anyway, I'm
symmetrical.
Look at this guy's head. Take your hat off.
Oh, yeah. It's like powder.
That's a bad head. Like, come on,
Powder
man.
the movie.
Yeah, powder the movie. That's me.
Has anybody actually seen Powder the movie, or do they just reference
No,
it
I just
whenever it's a
reference it.
pasty guy? Yeah,
Right.
I love you. You're the greatest, brother. You're the best. You really
I
are.
survived the non-pasta Thanksgiving. There's so much food. You need more. You really need to.
I'll be honest with you. I
I
never ate that other stuff.
I know you don't. I know you
don't.
don't. You were Chinese food, don't you? On Thanksgiving?
Well, there was a year where I don't know what happened. It was like right after my grandmother passed away. And it was like a weird year. And I ate leftover pork lo mein because I didn't eat the turkey. But normally, like I love, like we make, and now to this day, like my wife makes lasagna.
Right.
Or the manicotti, but usually the lasagna.
With turkey in it. Turkey lasagna? I don't know. Ground turkey? Throw a little ground turkey bouillabaisse sauce in there.
Okay, just don't talk about that stuff, please. Just stop. You're embarrassing me, please.
What's the line from My Blue Heaven? He goes, "Are you trying to say capiche? Don't do it. It hurts my ears when you do it."
Like, every time he talks about this stuff, I hate it. It's nails on a chalkboard. I can't believe that you never had the pasta.
Yeah, go
whatever
for it.
It is. My grandmother, it was my favorite. She would do the hand rolled manicotti.
Yeah.
And she would do the scapel soup. So you would have, and basically it was the chicken broth it was delicious.
So we have a version of that. My grandmother would make it's an egg, not an egg drop soup. It's it's like a cakey egg that she makes, and the little squares with the meatballs and the carrot. So it's a version of that.
Yes.
It's an egg. It's just not folded like a
it's like a little pot, right? Like a little wallet, tiny. Yes.
Yeah. So that's what we would have on Thanksgiving and New Year's as well. She would make it on New Year's Day as well, which my wife loves it, and she's like, "What? This is a family recipe," and she randomly was trying to make it on a March Sunday one time. I was like, "Are you out of your mind? You can't do that. What are you doing?" She's like, "But I like it. I want to have it." I go, "Then you got to wait till Thanksgiving. We'll have it on Thanksgiving. You can't just whip it out in the middle of March. It doesn't work that way."
Yes, you're correct. You're correct. Brother, you're the greatest. Love you, buddy. Thank you.
Hey, may all your passes be downfield. Are we? So we're not going to do next Friday, right? Or I guess we could do it from the field. Are you on?
No, we'll be doing it. Yeah,
we'll figure it out.
Yeah,
Okay.
I want
So
you.
from the field.
Have to.
All right.
Can't miss a week of my man. Thanks, buddy.
All right, cuz. Love
All
you.
right.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving. Best kiss the girls. There he is, Mikey G. We got to take care of some business. We're late with that.
We do.
All right, so let's take care of some business.
Let's talk about the good people over at Rothman Orthopedics. So, whether it's a sore knee, stiff shoulder, you got a nagging back pain, Rothman Orthopedics, they're there to get you back to the life you love because they got a team of specialists that treat all kinds of orthopedic issues, from everyday sprains and strains to long-term joint pain. And they do it with a care that's efficient, effective, and it's really close to home because Rothman proudly serves dozens of communities across PA, New Jersey, and Florida with over 30 convenient offices, urgent cares, and walk-in centers. So wherever you live, there's a Rothman near you. They give you a full spectrum of orthopedic care at Rothman Orthopedics. From diagnosis to discharge, they provide their patients with every service and procedure necessary, such as x-rays, orthotics, bracings, MRIs, physical therapy, and more. And check this out. Year over year, Rothman consistently performs among the highest volume of hip, knee, shoulder, and ankle replacements in the country, over 60,000 every year. Rothman Orthopedics is also proud to be the official team physicians for the Philadelphia Phillies, as well as over 40 college and high school teams, including Drexel University, St. Joe's, and Villanova. To learn more or to make an appointment, visit rothmanortho.com/PHLY. Again, that's rothmanortho.com/PHLY.
Let's talk about the Bet Park Sportsbook online casino app. Hey, Brain and I did, how long was it, Andrew? An hour and a half?
Oh, yeah.
2 hours?
An hour and a half easy, yeah.
In fact, VG was in the chat last night when we were doing it.
Boone Brain.
So we went through the whole thing, right? All the card on Sunday, touched on the college stuff. So do yourself a favor. We have a Bet Parks channel on all PHLY on our YouTube page. So check out the Bet Park channel, and you can see Cousins Corner. We went through it. So the Brain and I did the whole thing. All right. So a lot of good games. Some of the highlights. I love Kansas City.
I get that vibe from you.
I like Kansas City over Indianapolis.
Is Brain on that page too?
Yes. Yeah, he was on the thing. He likes the Giants.
He always likes the Giants. Every week he likes the Giants.
I know.
I
would pause, but he likes the Giants.
I'll tell you what I thought. I had a good theory with the Giants. Now, you say the Lions come down at 10.5, but they got this double the spread thing happening?
Yeah.
You get the Giants at 20-21.
Well, they pick one game.
Oh, they pick the game.
You pick one game, and they double that spread. I don't know what game it's going to be.
All right.
You're going to check it out. The BetParks app at noon, so about an hour and change, you'll find out about it. He likes Seattle laying a big number. That's one that he really likes a lot. He liked the Cowboys.
I heard.
He
It's
liked.
down to 3 now. He had it at 3.5.
Yeah, he likes the Bengals with Burrow back.
Yeah, Ravens kind of.
What's that?
Ravens are. I don't really believe in the Ravens this year.
You like the Tyrod Taylor? You like the Jets? Ty God?
I don't touch the Jets, dude. I like the trash juice, but I don't touch.
Is that
the Jets.
it, man? He likes the Saints.
I heard that. I couldn't believe it. I thought I was delirious when I heard him say he
Yeah.
put money on the Saints.
Rams. I don't know how to read the Rams Tampa game Sunday night. It's a good game.
Tampa's all beat up.
I know. I don't know how to read that. It's a
I
lot
mean, I
of
think it
points.
was someone down there. Maybe Todd Bowles said we're running out of bodies.
Yeah.
in Tampa.
Yeah, I don't know how to read that a little bit, but you can check it out. Is there anything else you like?
I might get a little. Let me see. We'll get some trash juice going tonight. It's local too. There's a local game. Let me just make sure the spread. Drexel Penn. I can't find it. I like the Penn side. Oh, Penn plus 4.5.
Okay, against Drexel.
Coming off a big St. Joe's win.
All right,
Yeah.
Dr. Trash Juice. Check it in
Hit
there.
last night. UNLV. I gave it in the chat.
Oh yeah, nice. You're on a roll.
I had one law. I'm 8-3.
There you go. That's big. That's good numbers right there. Check it out. BetParks.com is all the details. Got to be in PA, New Jersey, Michigan, Maryland, Ohio. If you have a gambling problem, please call 1-800-GAMBLER. We got Danny D coming up. Danny D! The AD. We're going to take a quick TO to set up and then back with Danny D. And we got TV Todd coming up. Cannot wait to talk to my main man, who gives us the great picks of the week to watch. So don't go anywhere. Danny D. I'm just asking Danny D. Do you do the pasta in Thanksgiving?
Yeah, it depends if my dad's cooking, but if he is,
Yeah, your
there's
father.
there's a pasta option.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know your father. Your father.
Yeah, he throws down in the kitchen.
Yeah.
My mom could mess up a peanut butter sandwich, but my dad, he's a hell of a cook. So he learned from his mom. She came over from Italy, so he knows.
Does he make a lasagna or?
He does. My Aunt Grace does a lot. His sister, but
Yeah.
he cooks lasagna. Yeah, he cooks it all.
Yeah.
He's a really
Yeah, I can imagine your father.
Yeah, he throws down.
Yeah.
He's a good cook.
Don't whatever you do, keep that Nosferatu away from the house.
Yeah, we're weirdos. We actually celebrate the actual event with pilgrims and turkey. Like the pilgrims were making lasagna. Come on, turkey and some vegetables.
I mean, there's still turkey and
So this is about the pilgrims and Thanksgiving. It's not about. It's got nothing to do with pasta or marinara.
it's just an option.
The ye old lasagna.
Yeah, exactly.
it's the greatest food in the world, and it's an option. You still have the turkey
Which is
and gravy.
we
There's-
still have that.
Yeah, you're not substituting turkey.
Don't you
for
eat lasagna every week anyway?
No, I mean,
It's a special day.
No, it is a special day. That's why you have lasagna.
Yeah, you got to
We
get
don't
the,
eat lasagna.
the
Yeah,
pineapple
lasagna is
souffle.
lasagna.
Every day, every week. You don't
No,
have lasagna.
lasagna is a very
Mashed
specialty.
potatoes.
It's very
Yeah,
rare.
you don't have that every week. What are you nuts?
There's always a pasta
Once a
lasagna.
month?
No, I don't
No,
even think that. I think every
no,
couple
you don't
months.
have. We don't
Yeah.
I have
once
lasagna
a-
once a month. You don't have lasagna once a
No.
month?
You're not supposed to.
I think like 3 times a year.
Now I can overdo
Like-
lasagna?
Wait,
Yeah.
lasagna's a holiday dish?
Yes.
Yeah,
I
get
did
it on
not
like
know
It's
that.
a
holidays.
special dish. The lasagna, stuffed shells, manigotti.
Yes.
These are special items.
A couple times a year for stuffed shells and lasagna.
Yeah.
Not a lot.
See, we do that.
Easter's a stuffed shell day.
Easter,
Yeah.
We do that for
Christmas night.
Easter.
I
Yes,
have that.
yes.
Christmas night.
Christmas night.
Not-
Christmas Eve is the fishes.
Yeah.
Christmas night, the stuffed shells.
Yes.
My man.
Come on.
Yeah. That's it.
fine with
Let's
that.
take care of business. Get away. I don't want to talk to with VG. Can't do VG.
Hey, holiday steals, they're here at Ashley. It's the perfect time to get your home ready for the season. Save big from stunning dining room sets, all your holiday feast, to some super cozy sectionals by the fireplace, maybe perfect for movie nights. We got everything you need to make this season magical. And the more you shop, the more you save at Ashley. Save up to 25% store-wide. Or you can take advantage of some special financing, because who doesn't like 5 years with no interest, 0 interest, 5 years? You can't beat that. Discover great deals in-store and online, only at Ashley.
All right, let's talk about the Bet Park Sportsbook and Casino.
Here we go.
We're going to give the gift of entertainment this holiday season.
Why not?
You get
All
a
right?
show.
You're going to get a real show now.
There we go. I'm excited.
All right, like a real show. Here we go. This is the lineup.
What do you got?
All right. Saturday, January 7th, Grand Funk Railroad.
Well, my baby,
She's all right.
Well, my baby, she's clean out of sight.
Don't you know that she's some kind of wonderful? Yeah, 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 yeah.
They're bringing the juice today, baby.
Yeah.
I mean,
We got an audience. That's why.
Manager's here. We got to
We
get
got to
it
show
on.
off.
Bring the juice.
Friday, January 30th, 16-time Grammy winner David Foster, Catherine McPhee.
Yeah, he does that Whitney Houston one. We're not hitting that today.
Okay.
A lot of pop music, great stuff.
January 31st, the Marshall Tucker Band, Jefferson Starship.
Can't you
See, oh, can't you see what that woman she been doing to me?
Love the energy today by the Causettes.
How about it? They got it going. Broadway star Alan Cumming uncut his new one-man cabaret show February 6th.
He's a funny guy from Traders reality show. He's the host.
Okay, February 7th, Piano Men Generations, a tribute to Elton John and Billy Joel.
Hold me close
Now, tiny dancer, count the headlights on the highway.
You knew he was going out in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
They
tired of
usually
Billy
do
Joel.
Billy Joel, but he can't hit Elton. He can hit Elton.
He
can't hit the
No,
voice.
but I like Elton better than Billy.
Yeah, we know that.
Yeah.
After the documentary talk.
Yes.
we know
The TV
remember.
Todd knows that.
Out on Billy.
Saturday, March 14th, Tracy Morgan.
He's hilarious.
He's the best. Saturday, April 4th, comedian Kathleen Madigan, the Day Drinking Tour.
I love day drinking.
All right.
Get behind that.
Yeah, let's go.
Saturday, April 18th, Melissa Etheridge.
Come to my window. I'll be home soon.
How about December 5th, the acapella sounds, holiday sounds of Straight No Chaser.
You know Dasher and Prancer and Comet and Cupid.
Yeah, Andrew.
Whatever the reindeer are.
Oh, that's great. December 12th, Get the Lead Out, the ultimate Led Zeppelin tribute.
Wow.
If there's a bustle in your hedgerow, don't be alone now.
It's just a
Okay.
sprinkling for the
You dropped the ball, VG.
For what?
On the Cuz Christmas album that you guys are supposed to produce.
We got to get on it earlier.
We got 3 weeks still.
We got to get it on earlier.
It's Thanksgiving
I think it's
next week.
I think we're about 30 days out. I
You're
think we're
supposed to be out.
closing on 30
Come on,
out.
man. Hey, Wednesday before
I'm in.
Thanksgiving.
I'm in
All
there.
right,
You
Ready
tell me.
Terminal Market.
I'm excited. I love that day.
All right.
Yeah.
And we're adding a couple other holiday stuff. December 22nd, also at Reading Terminal
And-
Market. And we're doing the Wanamaker Light Show.
Nice.
So we're
nice.
planning that out as well.
Heck yeah.
Count me in
The
for all of them.
Dickens Village.
Love it.
All right? Like, it's going to be fun.
You guys had the light show at the Iron Pigs we showed last time I was here.
Yes.
Oh,
yes. Yes. Got
So-
a flag for it, but yes.
Oh,
The holiday
Yeah,
pigs.
YouTube didn't appreciate it.
Didn't
It's just
appreciate it.
Sammy UK. He says it's a disgrace that he's calling us peasants for not saying Sir Elton John.
wow.
Well,
well, yeah,
he
listen.
also spelled
knighted,
sir
right?
wrong. It's S-E-R.
It is.
He's yeah.
Yeah,
A knighting, sir, is
APL expert over
S-E-R.
there.
It's not S-I-R.
Why? I never heard that, SCR.
I don't know
Well,
why.
know
I just
Sammy
know
will
that it
probably
is.
correct
It's
him in a
sir.
minute or two.
I don't know. I mean, he's the English premier guy, so I mean, I'm giving him
Really?
Unless I'm-
You're going to tell Sam from England you're going to correct him.
now he's looking it up.
Yeah, I am.
He's scared now.
I'm looking it up now.
Yeah, you're wrong. I never even heard SCR. What are you talking about?
Okay, forget it. I was wrong.
He's always SCR. What in the world?
Here you go. You want to know why? Because Sir SER is primarily used in fantasy fiction like Game of Thrones.
Wow.
No, that's not.
We got him.
That is why, actually. That is why, actually, yeah.
Oh my God.
He thinks that's reality.
That's so
That
good.
is, I can't wait until Todd comes in and rips you off of that.
By the way, the little guy out there, he's a hustler. He had me. He pulled my phone. I said,
yes.
"Can you subscribe to my channel?" He has a YouTube
That's
channel.
Anthony.
Yeah,
all right?
Anthony.
Yeah.
And in fact, Anthony's going to come in a little bit. So he's a little.
Okay.
Our CFO, Jordan, who's a great dude, he's a big brother.
Love that.
And Anthony is his little.
Love that.
And Anthony is, I love the kid. The kid's a wonderful kid. And we got to get him to 100 followers.
He's a hustler. He said.
You should see him,
He
man.
said, "Can you subscribe?" I said, "Yeah, I did." He said, "Can I see proof?"
No, he didn't.
I said,
he is for
yeah,
proof.
He said, "Maybe turn around and show it."
Oh, that's fabulous.
And we're as of my subscription, I think he was at 47. He was in 50 something. He said he lost a couple.
Oh,
terrible.
come on.
So we got, but he's
going to come on the
he's
show
a
in
hustler.
about 20 minutes.
he's a little grinder.
Yeah. Everybody
yeah.
better be following him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so we got to get him followers.
Oh, it's hilarious. He
All
said,
right.
"Can I have proof?" I said, "Whoa, what's going on here?" I didn't
I
think
have
I was tapping. Didn't think I tapped it
Oh, that's priceless.
Yeah.
That's awesome. All right, we got to get to our Making Varsity, brought to us by, that's right, Kia of Cherry Hill and a Charlie Folk auto dealership. We love our Folk auto dealership. And Kia of Cherry Hill is
for.
it.
Yeah, Charles the best man. I was talking to him. He was down in Miami last week for a visit. Him and his boy. So I talked to him the other day. They said they had a great time. So good visit for them out down to you.
I like it.
the U.
I just was texting him the other day about about the whole thing. We want to make sure that young Charlie is on his way
Yep.
because
So,
Charlie can play, man. He can sling it.
big time arm.
Big time arm.
Big time arm.
He's got a Flacco-esque arm.
He does. He throws a great ball.
He does.
Yeah.
By the way, we are in overtime OT in the city on a football Friday. We love our overtime. That's right. Make sure you like and subscribe our channel as well, and we'll get you to do the same with Anthony. So we
go.
appreciate it right on YouTube.
Love that.
Fill us in on the
Yeah,
week.
so we got some updates for the local state playoffs for football. We're still going. Quarterfinals this week, so we're getting near the end. Semis next week. First week of December will be the state finals. For 2A, Lansdale's still alive. They're playing Williams Valley, 7 p.m.
Where's that?
I don't know. It's 2A. I'm not-
Valley.
Williams Valley, and they're playing them at Lehigh High School. Oh, no, they're playing them at Layton High School at 7 p.m. on Friday night.
Okay.
For 3A, we got Newman Goretti playing Trinity. Now, Trinity's by like Harrisburg Catholic School, 3A quarterfinals. That'll be Friday
So
night as well.
explain to me one thing. So Newman Goretti's and Roman, They're the
different
different-
classification. So it's based off size, right? So
Right.
the size of that sex in your school. So male population, freshman to junior year is how they base off your classifications. Now, if you're really good and you win, you can go up for a cycle. You get bumped up if you win too much. And it's cops at 6. So like if you win 2 years in a row, you're getting bumped up a classification because they switch them every 2 years.
Okay.
So like
basketball, because in basketball,
so Newman's a 3A size school, so that's where they're football. But basketball, they're 5A, and next year they'll be 6 probably.
right.
So like they're pushing all them up. And in my eyes, now I can say it a little bit more freely, PHLY wants all the city schools in the same classification because they're winning all of them. That was the justification. And when they did it 6-8 years ago, and everyone was like, "Oh, it's not going to be an issue." I'm like, they're playing the long game. In 6 to 8 years, we're all going to be in the same classification. All the teams from Philly, because they're going to keep bumping them up.
Man.
And now it's kind of coming to fruition. It was a long play by them, this competition formula. I saw it 8 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah, so they're all going to be the same. Imhotep, Roman, Newman, all the teams, they were winning 4A, 3A, 2A. We were winning all the state championships in basketball and football. Now they're all kind of colliding at the top.
Well, that's not fair. Though.
Agreed.
It's not
I mean,
right.
Allegheny County schools can't be. Are they in there? Like some of those Pittsburgh schools are pretty big programs. Are they?
Yeah, I mean, they see them on the other side of the state championship. They're just losing.
Right.
They're making it and they're losing.
You know what's interesting is the Catholic schools are, because I guess you can recruit.
So
right?
well, you're not allowed to recruit, but it's just more open enrollment. So the argument is boundary versus non-boundary, right?
Okay.
So, but my always pushback was like when we played like North Allegheny from Pittsburgh, they had a 40-mile radius and 7,000 kids. So
you're
that's
right.
an advantage, and they have all the facilities in the world. Now, St. Joe's Prep, when I was there at Roman, they would say, "Oh, you have no boundaries," but I'm like, we have 700, 800 boys, right? So that is much less. We do have, but if you put a radius of 40 miles around our school, we're going to get kids from Jersey. It's all going to fall into it, was always my argument. Now, I get it, the frustration, but also an advantage of them, they have those kids from when they're in 5th grade. You have a system. So, like,
that is such an advantage.
so there's advantage to the other side. I'm just saying I understand the non-boundary and that you can be more selective, and I get heat for it, and I'm biased. Obviously, I'm from Philadelphia.
Right.
But in my eyes, I think there's advantages from the boundary schools because you have 4,000, 6,000, 8,000 kids.
Right. And you're
massive.
able
Some of
to.
them are massive.
Right. And you're able to, the youth program, I
Yeah.
see it. The youth program is.
And if you utilize it correctly. So, like, again, maybe you're not to coach them up in 5th grade. We talked about this a lot. You should use it as like a farm system to get your point across. So there is advantages and disadvantages. I understand it, but so this was to appease the boundary schools, and they did it a long time. They did it 6 or 8 years ago, and now it's kind of all coming to fruition in certain sports where all the best teams, regardless of size, are at the top.
Wow.
So in basketball, it kind of came to fruition. Imhotep, Roman, Judge,
Yeah.
all of them.
Yeah.
And like Newman's like a 4A or 3A.
Right.
They're up at 6 now. They're
Yeah,
up at
that's
6,
crazy.
right? Ryan's like a 4A. They're up at 6, right? Like it's because the point system, if you do well, you go up and then you're off for 2 years, and then you can drop down one classification if you don't get any points, if you don't win.
You know what's interesting? I was talking to my cousin Joey yesterday, and there was a migration back and forth between the Jersey schools, the Jersey kids. We know Charlie is going to St. Joe's Prep.
Yeah.
He's from Jersey. There's South Philly kids going to PVI.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of like,
Yeah, it flips.
yeah.
It's back and forth. It's interesting. But so Newman is playing 3A, so they're at their true classification in football. In 4A, Cardinal O'Hara plays North Pocono.
Wow.
Oh, all right.
All right. 7 p.m. at Whitehall High School.
Shortstop high.
Shortstop high. No, that's Bonner.
Oh, what am I saying?
Come on, man.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know
oh
what
my
I'm
God,
saying?
they would get me.
Oh, bro,
I'm
Delco's
thinking
on
O'Hara.
riot,
Oh my
brother.
God.
You're about to.
I apologize. I apologize.
Yeah.
I just want to say shortstop high.
Yeah, you love it.
I do. I
By
do.
the way, I saw an article that he's like messing up their plans because how well he's playing.
Are you serious?
Like they had like free agent, I guess the Tigers, because McGonigal was playing so well that like they
I
didn't
love
plan
that
on
kid,
him being
man.
up for a while, and they like signed people at the middle infield, and like they can't
Dude,
deny
that
him. He's
kid's a
killing it, so like
star.
they got to figure it out. Like his rise is much faster than they thought.
Oh, I love that kid.
Yeah, he hits the shit out of the ball. 5A, Roman versus Hollidaysburg. Never heard of that. School.
Oh, it's out near where I
Hollidaysburg.
went
Where's
to.
that?
That's where I went to college out near there, Hollidaysburg.
Hollidaysburg.
What is
PA.
that?
It's like
So they're meeting in the middle. They're playing in Mechanicsburg. It's supposed to be the middle
Now,
ground.
is Holidaysburg? Do they celebrate the holidays? Is it like a big deal?
Oh, yeah, there's Easter Town, Christmas Town,
Right.
I want to check if that
Halloween Village.
I believe it's like one of the Christmas tree capitals. There's a ton of Christmas tree farms out
All
there.
right.
That's awesome, man. I
In
want to go visit.
Hollidaysburg.
So, and then in 6A, we have LaSalle will play Eastern Area High School, which is District 3. They'll be playing them at Liberty High School Friday night. So they're the local schools that made it out of our district playoffs, the 2, 3, 4. And then on the District 1 side, we had big games last week. Penn Ridge will be playing North Penn to go to the
that's
state
big.
championship. Yeah, so
Yeah.
District 1 is like the biggest district in PHLY, kind of local, suburban Philadelphia area. North Penn plays Penn Ridge Friday night. Now, Penn Ridge just beat Coatesville where they had that big time.
Oh,
They hit
yeah.
Maxwell Hillard.
Yeah.
They did running back Andre Watson, who had like 1,300 yards. They beat them 17-14. And then North Penn beat down on the Chamonix 35-7 to get there. So they're the two. And then on the 5A side, we have Springfield versus Chester. And if Roman wins, they'll get the winner of that.
Wow.
And if North Penn, Penn Ridge, the winner of that will probably play LaSalle
Oh, that's going to be
to go to the state championship. And then next week I'll get a
Who do you
little-
think who do you think the best chance of the state champs?
I think LaSalle, Roman, are Lockitos. I'd say they're locks to win it.
Yeah.
I think LC can make some noise in 2A. Newman, I didn't see play this year, but they're tough kids. They play hard. I think they probably have a chance. Yeah, we'll see. But I think Roman and at 5 and 6A, I would say firm lock on state champs. But now Roman, because of the point for they're a 5A school, they're going to be up. Next classification comes out next year. They're going to be in 6.
Damn.
So then they're going to be in 6, but Roman, LaSalle, and Prep.
They got no shot.
So then they're battling.
Yeah.
But then in 2 years, if they don't make it, they'll drop back down to 5A again.
Right. Wow.
But Roman and LaSalle are very, very senior heavy. So I'm interested to see how they are next year. Prep was more junior heavy. So we'll see how it shakes out.
So
But
next year, Prep's going to come back with a vengeance.
I would think so. If on paper as of now, but things can shake up. There's a transfer portal in high school these days, so we'll see.
That's right. There is a train. It's insane.
There's really not, but there
No,
is.
but
There is.
There is.
Yeah.
It's a pipeline. It's crazy.
Yeah.
By the way, speaking of the Prep, I saw a great video. I love Roken, right? I love Roken.
Great guy.
So his beautiful bride,
Yeah,
Jessica Boynton, right? Who they're just fun people. She found these chips, these stuffing chips.
Yeah. She's a foodie. She knows all of it. She used to
Jessica
give me all the tips.
yeah.
Yeah.
And would you do stuffing chips?
I try them.
Wait, the potato chips? It tastes like
stuffing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm in on that.
Yeah.
I like potatoes
She
and
said it was
stuffing.
great.
Yeah.
Yeah, she knows. I mean, I trust her. She's a foodie.
Yeah.
She gets out there. She's always on with the latest with the food scene.
Yeah. She said she had these. I got to get her to the Reading terminal.
Oh yeah. I mean, we'll reach out to Tim.
Yeah, like we got to. Because she knows her. These stuffing chips.
Yeah. Maybe
Look
we'll
at
see.
that. There's a
see if
couple
we can
out
get
there.
her on.
Trader
I
Joe's
love
got them
stuffing.
seasoned
I'm all
kettle-
in
You're
on
a
the
big stuffing guy?
that's
Yeah,
my favorite
that's
part of
maybe one
Thanksgiving.
One of my favorite parts of Thanksgiving.
It's
I
the
love
stuffing.
I bathe stuff in gravy. I'm a big gravy guy.
Oh, are you really?
Yeah, I drench the turkey in gravy.
So you must
I
do
do,
the
but
you do the French fries and gravy then. The old
like
Melrose.
That. Yeah, I like that. Yeah.
You do like the gravy made from like the drippings of the turkey.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
That was weird.
Give him a cigarette over there.
Yeah, man.
What was that?
Yeah, it's like a
Say it over
50
again.
ounces over there.
My God, that over was crazy. Sheesh. What's going on over there?
I worry about this dude. TV Todd right now is going, you know what? Maybe I got a meeting to jump into. My God.
Big on the drippings. Yeah.
Are you are you working tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
Are you at the school? I'm going to be at the school tomorrow.
I can't. I have a. Oh, so I was telling him.
Oh,
You're gonna love this. I don't know. I don't know if he'll love it or not.
I'm gonna love it.
He might, because it's the boys. It's a day for the boys. So tomorrow I'm hosting, and I've hosted these before. It's called a diaper party.
Now, just as I'm sure, do you know what it is? Any
No.
clue?
Yeah,
All right.
all
No,
right.
no idea.
Me, I never heard of this until
So
now.
a diaper party is basically a guy's baby shower. It's just an excuse for guys to get drunk all day. They bring a box of diapers. Now, you get 20 guys, you eat food, you watch sports all day, you drink beer. He leaves. All my friends that we've had him for, they don't need diapers for the first 2 years.
I think that's awesome.
So
How
they're
many diapers can you have? Don't you go through like,
Dude, you have no idea.
No, that's what I'm saying.
You know how
2
many
years.
times I was at Target?
I get it. That's
So you
what
don't
I'm
have to
saying.
make any of those trips.
You
So we
gotta have a
spread out.
truckload-
We spread out
truckload.
the sizes. Say, all right, you get this.
Yeah, because
They
you
end
got
up
the
getting
pounds.
Yeah,
You gotta go, they go
end
by
up getting
pounds.
like we counted the one time. It's ended up like 3,000 diapers, and then they're good. They store them in their basement, and they're
Dude,
good.
I think that's awesome.
Watch college football. We drink, eat food,
And you know what's great about that? Is
gamble a
like,
little bit.
like that's an awesome thing. It helps out.
It helps out. It's very helpful. Like every friend that we've done it for, they're like, dude, it's unbelievable. Like I didn't have to ever pay for that.
Yeah, that's a
Now,
big
how many
deal.
diapers do you buy?
You bring a box or two. It was like, but you know, they're big boxes. You know,
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're a monster box.
Come on, VG.
You bring
Get with
in
the
and
program.
You pile them up, and at the end of the night, we throw them in the truck, and they get home the next
Dude,
day.
I think that's awesome.
Yeah, so my
Plus,
house
you're
is-
hanging out, and there's no like, let's open up gifts like the girls do.
No.
You're just hanging out, drinking beers, watching games.
We're group betting on games, cheering, high fiving,
think that's
watching
awesome.
football all day, having some beer, order some primos. You know.
I think that's great.
Yeah, so it's a fun day. It's a long day. They always end up being pretty long, but
Yeah, that's a great day. That's awesome.
yeah. So my buddy Brett Bryan is having a baby, one of my best friends.
I can
growing
see
up.
us doing like my friends doing that.
Yeah, so it's awesome. We're gonna have 15, 20 guys, and they'll all be at my house. So I got some running around to do, but I probably will stop at school at some point. So you gotta let me
We're
know
gonna be
what
at
it is.
noon. We're gonna be at noon. We're hitting tomorrow.
All right, yeah, I'll probably stop. in.
Coach said, "Hey, why don't you bring Ross over?"
Yeah, he's got the tunnel up. He's probably going. I don't know if he'll be outside or it'll be an old gym. There's an inside one too.
He said it's going to be nice out tomorrow, so we might be outside.
Might be outside. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you guys do you do pizza and wings? Are you making food for this?
No, you don't make food.
One time I had my dad.
You're a bunch of
make
dudes, you're gonna make
meatballs.
food?
I had my dad make meatballs one time for meatball sandwiches.
Well, that's different.
But then he tapped out. But that's not making food.
Right.
He just
It's
said
a pot of meatballs.
It's a
So
pot of
everybody
meatballs.
with a bunch of rolls.
Yeah. So I order.
You don't make pizzas?
No.
Make pizzas.
Yeah, you're always making pizzas.
That's a lot. We're gonna have 20.
Dude, that's a
guys
lot
now.
of
You can't
pizzas.
make pizzas for a bunch of dudes.
The meatballs is one thing.
So
I don't know.
we usually get either hoagie trays from Primo's.
Yeah.
Get a couple super dupers for the boys.
Yeah.
My boy Timmy Milligan over at Fishtown Primo's, or we'll
You get Eric. You get Bonner.
Eric. Yeah, I deal with Eric.
Yeah.
But Timmy's my guy.
Yeah.
I grew up with Timmy, and then
I deal with Eric.
or we we'll order pizzas and wings. Depends. See what the mood is.
All right.
See what the vibe is. But yeah, we were hoping there'd be better. Just go games tomorrow, but like sometimes
Nah, it's a weaker
it's a
day.
weaker card.
Yeah, it's not a great card, but it's college football, so there's always going to be fun.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
Watch, hang out. Just the boys getting together.
That's a good day.
Yeah, and then he
good
gets
day.
a ton of diapers at the end. So
Yeah, I think I listen. I love that. That's good. That's good
there
stuff.
you go. Told you, VG, get behind that. I told him on the elevator. He's like,
Kidless.
what is that?
Kidless has no concept.
Don't you guys just use the same diapers, throw them in the washer?
Oh my gosh, they're not linen diapers.
What is this? 1945?
Don't people do that? Are there services for that and everything?
I think there is cloth diaper services.
Yeah,
but
dude,
I don't know
you're
how
worried
many
about the
people-
Nobody does
environment?
that.
You're not worried about the environment?
Nobody does. Get the
Man,
hell
that's-
out of
that's
here.
gross.
Get the hell out of here, VG.
All these disposable diapers.
Can I get TV
No wonder,
Todd
no
up
wonder
here,
I can't go
please?
Yeah,
swimming.
we
I
can
got
get
diapers
TV
all
Todd
over
up
me.
here
I
after
gotta
that
get
one.
Todd. I need Todd.
We can definitely get him up here after
Let's
that.
get
I
Todd
need
up.
Todd.
Yeah, let's get him.
Todd, please.
I know.
save
At the
me.
last week, he had you all fired up with his Kim K last
he
week.
does
You
it
all right for that?
every
Oh,
week.
Kim K. That was good. That series was good.
Oh, here we go.
All right, here we go. We're
I don't
cutting.
know why I brought
Please,
that.
I need Todd. Act like a man. You can't handle the truth.
It's time for TV Todd.
God.
Todd.
What's up, brother?
What a conversation. What a conversation.
God, what are you developing film and hanging it up on a clothesline behind you? What are those pictures on?
Yeah,
no,
this is my phone. No, this is my daughter's bedroom. That's her friends hanging up there. BG.
all right.
Yeah.
That's awesome. How come you're in there?
Well, it's a good question. There's some work going on at the house in the other rooms, and so I needed a place to
I
to
gotcha.
talk to you guys. It was quiet.
Yeah, what's going on with the theater? The theater room.
Oh, what do you mean what's going on? It's fired up. We're going to be talking about lots of features today. I mean, it's all features right now.
Let's go.
Are you going to, but you should, I want to see it. Like, you should do your hit from your theater room one day.
I thought about doing that. I don't think I get a great signal down there. That's my only problem. I need to work on that a little bit.
You got the popcorn machine. Like, what?
I know,
Oh,
but
man.
You know what we got to do?
Yeah.
Would you, I'm sorry, would you host us one day and we do the show from the theater room?
Listen, I think what we should do is we do a show from the theater and then we do a remote here somewhere. Like, there's a couple of businesses around here that would love to have you guys up here. So we really should set it up. Maybe Trogues Brewery. There's some things we can do
That's
up here.
That's the Mad Elf.
Oh.
Don't they make the Mad Elf? Trogues?
The Mad Elf has gotten me in some trouble.
Oh, yeah.
Todd, that's a dangerous percentage there, brother.
Yeah. Don't take that to a Christmas party.
No, listen, this is many years ago, like 20 years ago. I know the guys that started Trogues because they're from here, obviously, right? So back in the day when they started making Mad Elf, I was doing like taste testing of it. And then I made the mistake of going back to a law firm partnership meeting.
No.
And I was, that did not go well and set the stage for me eventually leaving the firm.
You probably went there cross-eyed, Todd.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So much so that a bunch of my fellow colleagues gave me Mad Elf sweatshirts and stuff afterwards because they were dying.
That's awesome. And this is the release of the Mad Elf, right?
Yeah, it's out now. It's been out.
Yeah, it's out.
Yeah, elf season.
Yeah, I know. My one buddy drinks it around Christmas time, and he
I
just,
thought it was around now, like right before Thanksgiving it goes.
Yeah, they come out earlier now.
Yeah, it's out.
He goes.
It's a potent beer.
It's potent. I mean, this guy gets knocked out on his couch after a few every time, man. It doesn't fail.
Yeah.
Tommy Moen takes.
What is the percentage? Is it 10? Is it a tenner?
It's high.
I'll look it up.
I don't know. Yeah, it's really high. It sneaks up on you. It really does.
Yeah. Yeah, the Trogues would be
about 11.
awesome.
11.
11%.
Yeah, it's a heavy boy.
Yeah. Don't take it to a holiday party. I've done that mistake, and people
really?
were yelling at each other.
Was that a Trogues invention? The Mad Elf creation?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's
Oh yeah. They invented it back in the day too. I mean, listen, they became what they became now, but they started off at a little brewery in Harrisburg, like a little tiny little hole in the wall where they didn't even serve food or anything like that. And now, you should come up. Their brewery is really fantastic. Great food, lots of fun. You guys would have a blast.
Yeah, we got to do that, and then we'll go to your house and watch and go to the theater.
Love it. I love it.
That would be awesome.
I'm in.
I would love that. All right, we got a bunch of stuff. One, Flyers, another good win last night.
Yeah. Okay? Here's the weird thing, cause like I know we deal with a lot of negative Philadelphia sports people. I get it, but I have this feeling with the Flyers now, where when they're, we talked about it last week. They usually go down a goal or two, right? Like that's what they do. But I sit there and I go, they're going to come back. I know they're going to come back, and they're probably going to win it in overtime. That's the way I feel about this team right now.
Yeah, I think Tocchet is like you could see his messaging is starting to hit a little bit. Like they're catching their footing. Like you new coach, young team, you need to like kind of establish. It feels like they're kind of getting their footing a little bit.
They are. Well, listen, from a defensive standpoint, that's where they're really getting their footing. They know that if they're solid defensively, even if we go down a little bit, stay solid defensively, stay to the system. Vladar starts to settle in, Erson settles in, gives us a chance to tie and win. It's been happening consistently. Now, I think they need to work on those starts. We can only tempt fate so long. But, man, you can't – everybody contributes. Obels was on the hot seat. I think that if his game did not go well last night, we may not see him for a little while.
Yeah.
But he was fantastic last night.
Yeah.
Talks a lead by example guy. I think it's getting through. Like he's a practice what you preach type of dude. So I think they're it takes a while when you have that little bit of more old school in today's world. I guess that's an old school mentality. But I think they're buying in, right? You can see the buy-in. My fear is I feel like we win in overtime, but like last night we were on our backs. I mean, they had the puck for the first 3 minutes or 4 minutes of overtime before we finally got it in.
But they got a goalie.
Yeah,
he made some incredible saves last night.
He's so good.
Yeah.
He's so good. Like, Danny's had a great offseason. Like, to help these building blocks, like having Vladar, he's now, you got a real goalie, a real bridge. I believe in him. A real bridge to whoever the young, whether it's the Zavragin or whoever it's going to be.
Yeah. I mean, in my lifetime, we haven't had a guy.
Never.
Since Hextall.
Right.
I mean, there hasn't been a year where we're like, did we have a guy? I mean, we've tried it many times, but like there's always been some type of goalie controversy in my existence as a Fire fan. So I would really like to just have a guy.
I love Vladar.
Yeah, it's been a long time since you watch a game and you just feel comfortable about the goaltender. Like you're not worried about the goaltender.
No.
It's been a long time. Listen, big test this weekend though, and coming up over the next few days because they're a bubble team right now, right? But weirdly, they have games in hand, which we're usually on the other side of that. And now they have games in hand. They're on the bubble. I mean, if they can pull out a win or two over the next three, which are going to be tough, Devils, Tampa Bay, Florida, they literally could be in the top, like a top 10 team.
Yeah, at home Devils, at Tampa, at Florida, at Islanders, home Devils is the rest of the month. And then they got the West Coast that they always do over the holidays. So that's going to be at Chicago, at Kraken, at Vancouver, at Calgary, at Edmonton. That's what that looks like, that trip over the holidays.
Yeah, it's a big stretch. But they're poised for it. Listen, if we can get Mitchkov going on top of all this, that's the secret sauce, right?
Yeah.
He's got to get going.
Has to. All right, brother. Give us, it's feature day. I love feature day.
Yeah, because listen, on TV, the juggernauts on TV are rocking and rolling, man. The Beast in Me, we talked about it last week. It's actually really, really good. The Beast in Me's doing great.
So I watched it. She's awesome. And her face, like cinematography, like it's great. Like she's great. I love her. I do.
When you get, I know, VG, I know what you're thinking. When you get to episode 4, I know. When you get to episode 4 through 6, the show gets cooking, man. It's great.
I used to
get away from stop.
I try to respect both.
Stop
you
ripping
guys,
Claire.
You guys, with
he's
the
anti-Claire.
love.
I love Claire.
Get out of here. I don't know what you're all watching.
It's a miserable when you bring it up.
You didn't watch Homeland.
He's got the worst taste in everything. It's unbelievable. Like how bad his taste is. Food, shows. I mean, it's amazing for a bright guy. Like I always thought his taste would be great. Todd, and his taste sucks.
Todd, when the Cosettes do their performance, there's been a Billy Joel thing. He goes silent whenever they do Billy Joel. He doesn't sing. And
yeah, he won't sing the Billy Joel with me.
Gotta have some principles.
Piano man, come on, man.
Come on. Hey, when I come down,
what's the name of this series again that Meryl Streep's in? What's the series called? The Beast Within?
The Meryl Streep. She's not in it. What are you talking about?
You guys are talking about her like she's an Academy Award-winning actress.
Oh, come on.
She is a very decorated actress. In fact, so much so that Homeland is back in the top 10 because people love seeing her.
Yeah, because that dude Brody was so good in that series. That's the only reason that was good. Come on. You guys are.
Come on.
You guys are
What are you being such a
poo-pooer?
I don't know. We hate that he burned that Claire Danes hate, man.
Yeah.
It burns him deep.
She was great.
I
She was
appreciate
great in
is.
Broke Down Palace. She was great.
She's such a mid-actress.
You're such a
She's
poo-pooer.
She's not. I think one of the things she's very smart about is she takes these roles where these histrionics that you're complaining about actually is her character. Like the Homeland character and the character in Beast in Me are truly troubled individuals who are self-medicating with drugs and alcohol. She knows what roles to take.
I've seen people who self-medicate with drug and alcohol. They don't look like that unless they're overacting in a bad production.
All
right. Let's move on.
Ain't no great directors knocking down her door. I'll tell you that.
I don't know. I don't know that that's true. Were you just making that up?
What great director has she worked with?
Really? He's just making stuff
You're
up
making
now.
stuff up, man.
She's in a
Scorsese's
number
banging
one
down her
top-
door to come work with him.
She's
Come
in
on.
a number one Netflix television series right now. What more do you want?
Really?
Dude, the worst products in the world are like number one. We consume trash. Like what's
Says the guy
number
on Love
one
Island.
number one on Netflix does not mean it's quality. Come on.
Fair, but this show is good.
It's a good
actually
show. It's a good show.
Very entertaining. It's very entertaining.
Yeah, leave him in the corner. Go ahead, brother.
Francis Ford
Well, listen.
Coppola, she worked with, just so you know. That's on her resume.
He hasn't been good in
For
30
the
years.
Rainmaker.
Cause don't do me a favor. Don't attack Francis.
He ain't been good. He
Hey,
makes my favorite movies of all
hey, I
time.
don't
He
hear
ain't,
it.
he ain't been good in 30 years.
I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it.
Sit through Metropolis.
Oliver Stone, another good director.
Megalopolis.
Heard of him? Listen, listen. You're an enigma, VG, because I'm with you. Like I watched Nouvelle Vague, and I absolutely loved that movie. But you got to appreciate other types, other genres, other stories, other characters. This show happens to be very good.
All right.
But anyway, listen, the other good shows that are on right now, like The Chair Company, Pluribus, they've all been renewed. Pluribus is amazing. New episode tonight. Already been renewed for additional seasons. Landman, of course, Billy Bob. I'm not a huge Taylor Sheridan fan. I don't really typically love his stuff because it's a little soap opera-y for me. But Landman is very good. That's one of the series I think is really great, and season 2 is crushing it right now. So those are the kind of shows. But let's get to the features because I love when we could talk about features. So right now we have a little bit for everybody this weekend. The first one I want to talk about is a film that was so poorly marketed and described so wrong that I have to talk about this. Have you guys heard of the film Eddington?
I just watched that. it.
Why I heard of it. Why have I heard of it?
Yeah, so Eddington is on it's on HBO Max, right? And let me tell you how it was marketed. The director is this very talented director named Ari Aster. He did a couple like good elevated horrors, but he did like some great films with Joaquin Phoenix. The one that's Bo, I forget, Life is Bo or something like that. It was phenomenal. And he's a really thoughtful, very talented director. Here's how they market this movie that stars Joaquin Phoenix, Pedro Pascal, Emma Stone, Austin Butler.
Great movie.
They market it as a Western. They market it as a Western thriller. It couldn't be marketed more poorly. Western in terms of Joaquin Phoenix is the sheriff in a town. He wears a cowboy hat. It's not a Western. What it is this really cool black sort of comedy drama, light on the comedy. It's very dark, but it's set during the pandemic. So it's set when masks are coming in and there's the anxiety of that, Black Lives Matter, in a small town where Joaquin Phoenix as sheriff wants to take on the mayor, Pedro Pascal, because of these kinds of policies. And I don't want to spoil it. It's a thriller. So some things happen down the road that it's great.
You'll like it.
I love Joaquin Phoenix.
It's 2.5
and Pedro
hours.
Pascal. What Emma Stone? What a cast!
Yeah, I'm in.
It's
That's a
2.5
great cast.
hours, and the story is there's always something unfolding.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah, I was really that pissed.
Oh
when I
wait, it's
watched
2.5
that-
hours, so VG's out.
That's your threshold?
It depends on who's doing it.
All right.
You always rip. You rip all the time.
I mean, if it's a great director, yeah, maybe.
You'd like
He's
it.
a
I think
very-
you'd like it.
Yep, he's an excellent director, and it really that movie actually pissed me off because it was marketed so poorly, and when I watched it, I'm like, that was one of my favorite films this year so far.
Yeah. That sounds awesome.
I'm in.
I'm in.
Yeah, I'm in.
So we got that. That's on HBO Max. I highly recommend that. I watched I won't go spend too much time with this, but I watched a documentary that blew me away. It's called One to One, and it's the story of when John Lennon and Yoko Ono came to New York in 1971 and got involved in the civil rights movement. it's really fascinating because they were very smart. This is super creative in how they're telling this story. When they first came over here, they stayed in their apartment a lot in the village and they watched television. So while you're watching this documentary, they're showing you clips of everything they watched on television that influenced what they did in the real world from an activism standpoint. It's very well done and very creative.
What were some of the shows they watched?
Well, they were watching a lot of talk shows, and on a lot of the talk shows, Mike Douglas, Merv Griffin, like all these shows, they were having on Abby Hoffman and Jerry Rubin and these political activists. And then John Lennon and Yoko would go on those shows. And they were really trying to organize the youth movement to go against Nixon in the Vietnam War. I mean, but the parallels to today really they really stun you in that when you watch this, you go, wow, all the angst and everything we're experiencing in the world today, it's just cyclical. It's happened years ago and it will happen again. It's really well done. And I know it's doing very well in streaming.
Wow, that's interesting. That's interesting. That's really,
I'm in on that.
So we got that. Here's one that I think, if you're looking for your significant other to sit down and watch, there's a movie that I'm really shocked it came in and out of the theater so quickly. It was a big Venice Film Festival film, I believe. And it stars Julia Roberts. Talk about a great cast. Julia Roberts, Andrew Garfield, Io from The Bear, Chloe Savini. I mean, it's a really big cast. It's called.
It is a big cast. Yeah.
Yeah, it's called After the Hunt. It's on Prime, and basically, Julia Roberts is a college professor who is having some a personal crossroad when one of her students levels an accusation, a sexual abuse accusation against one of her colleagues, and the movie did really well in the festival circuit and was in the theaters very quickly. But I'm going to check that out this weekend because I think that's got a great cast, great, interesting storyline. I think everybody could kind of be into that one. Along those same lines, this weekend we have the release of another film that was in and out of the theaters. I can't believe how quickly movies come in and out of the theaters. We have another remake, a modern remake of I think the book was originally 1981, but the movie was in 1989, I think. War of the Roses was the movie back in 1989. If you remember,
that was Danny DeVito.
Yeah, it was great. It was Danny DeVito, Michael Douglas, Kathleen Turner, right? Yeah. And it's the story of this couple who's like seemingly a perfect couple, but they want to kill each other behind the scenes. And it was a dark comedy in 1989. The new version of it, which is called The Roses, is now out. And I think it's maybe Disney, Hulu. I'm not sure. It's on one of the streaming services. And it stars Olivia Colman. She's amazing. Benedict Cumberbatch, Kate McKinnon, Andy Samberg. So that's the new version called The Roses.
Cool. Yeah, I'm in on that.
Yeah, I think it's dark. It's probably dark. And then lastly, I got one for Frasier because we geek out on this stuff. The fourth and final movie in the Conjuring series is out this weekend to stream.
Ooh. I saw the trailer for it.
Get ready
Conjuring Last Rites.
He doesn't.
By the way,
he doesn't reload that quick.
It looks so chilling.
Well, can I tell you? You guys know the story? I don't know if you guys know this or not. Okay, but this is an interesting Pennsylvania connection. So the whole Conjuring series is about a real life couple that hunts down these paranormal activities, exorcisms, the Warrens, Ed and Lorraine Warren. They're famous, right? So in this particular story, they travel to Pennsylvania to, vanquish a demon, right? But if you go back and watch and read about the real life couple, they're convinced that there was this doll called Annabelle that is cursed, right?
Yeah.
Here's the weird Pennsylvania connection. So Annabelle's had its own movies. It shows up in The Conjuring. Recently, this was like during the summer or something like that, there was a paranormal investigator who got the actual real Annabelle doll, and he was touring the country with it. When he was in Gettysburg, I forget when this was. It was in the last year or so. When he was in Gettysburg, he died mysteriously in his hotel room. And everyone was freaking out because he had Annabelle the doll. Now, I think, medical experts have come out and said, his heart or whatever it was.
I don't know.
But there's a lot of mystique around this Annabelle doll, Pennsylvania. I think this new movie that's Last Rites is set in Pittsburgh, outside of Pittsburgh. So I think if you're into this kind of film, you'll be excited. This one's streaming starting this weekend.
That sounds good, man. That sounds real good.
Like
Gettysburg's got some weird energy. So
well, I mean,
that
the
plus-
war, right?
that plus the doll, I can't imagine it was something other
Yeah,
than
Gettysburg has, a lot of
Force.
ghosts.
A lot of ghosts. It's a big ghost town.
Yeah.
it's strange.
Thousands of people slaughtered there.
Yeah.
Big ghost town.
Anytime you got a place like that, man.
Yeah.
You can feel it, like the place vibrates.
Yeah. Yeah. I could say it. That sounds good, brother. I like it. Good movie weekend. Good. It's a good movie weekend too because tonight it's a light sports weekend. We were talking about the college. We got lead it up to Eagles Cowboys. It's perfect.
Yeah, big one, really big one. I think just to kind of settle everything down this weekend, right? I mean, I can't. I'm tired of talking about the non-football drama. I can't do it anymore.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I'm with you. Brother, are you joining us?
I will not be at your Thanksgiving Reading Terminal, but I am going to come down on December 22nd for the Christmas celebration.
Okay, great. Oh, awesome. All right.
Yeah, and are you doing the show? I'm going to be at the Eagles game next Friday, the Black Friday game. Are you doing the show or?
Yes, we are. And in fact, we may be on the road to do the show. So I'll let you know.
Yeah, I just got
Okay,
off
let
the
me know.
tickets.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I'm going to go down.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm going to be down there pretty early, so I may have to call in if we're going to even do something.
Yeah, we're going to do, you may like it. We're working on details, so hopefully we'll find out today. So we'll keep you posted. All right?
Love it.
Great stuff, brother.
All right,
Todd!
Good seeing you,
See you,
brother.
Todd.
There it is, TV Todd. Anthony, come in here. All right, so I want to introduce you to my man Anthony. Now, this is a special young man. All right, here you take VG because
hi everyone.
look at this. So our buddy Jordan, who was our CFO here at All City Network PHLY, is a big brother. He does Big Brothers Big Sisters. We are a great partnership with them. And Jordan said, "I want to be a big brother." So Anthony is his little, and Anthony is a YouTuber. All right,
Very friendly kid.
Great
awesome
kid.
And I have it up. Do you want a picture? Do you know it? You want to give your
we got to get you followers.
Come on, we got to get your followers. So read the name for us.
Well, my channel's name's Anthony, but it won't appear because there's many others.
Yeah, talk right in there, buddy.
So my name for the channel is Anthony. So, yeah.
Do we have?
Yeah, there's some.
I have it up there on the screen
There
right
it is.
now.
So do us a favor. Subscribe to Little Anthony's channel.
There it is.
All right?
X1Z7K.
All right.
Let's get it. Let's
And
get
then
him up. Let's
hopefully
run it
we
up.
could get, because Jordan, we're trying to get him 100 followers.
And he'll check for
All right.
receipts, right? You gotta make sure everyone's checking, right?
All right. So you're if you can just subscribe to Anthony's channel. All right, Ant. Let's look at it. What do we got for Sunday? Eagles, Cowboys. Do you have a prediction?
I think the Eagles, their scoreboard is going to be 30, and the Cowboys are going to have 17.
Let's
30
go.
Oh, there we
We
go.
got the 30. The Eagles offense is fixed.
Let's go,
Way
boy.
to go, Ant.
Let's go, man.
Fantastic. Ladies and gentlemen, Anthony. All right.
Good job, buddy.
It's our buddy.
My man. Let's get these followers up, all right?
Here he is. Oh, he's a stud. How old are you again?
10.
10.
Wow.
25?
What?
17?
10.
And he's got a great shirt on, too,
19.
man. That's some nice gear right there, man.
For what?
You're 10?
Yeah.
You're not 10. You're not 10. You're older than 10.
What school do you go to? Conwell?
Hollowell.
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 All right, nice.
Anthony, you're the man, buddy. There he is. Namesake.
And have a good
Great
day,
job. Great job. All right, time now for predictions for Sunday, Eagles and Cowboys. Real quick, Dan. Cowboys don't matter.
Always.
Well, we say it, but are you feeling it? Because VG and I were debating that a little bit.
I'm fired up for it.
I got
I'm
a
not
nug,
as
by the
fired
way.
up as I always am,
Okay.
but
Because I kind of feel the same way.
I'm not as fired
Want
up.
to crush them?
I do.
Crush their hopes? They got a little bit of hope right now.
I know. We're just been so much better than them.
Yeah, but
I know. No,
we
I get
know
it.
that.
I know.
But they got some hope. They got a glimmer.
They do have a glimmer.
Even Mike G. Oh, they revamped this defense. It's
Stop
not
it.
the same defense.
I got a nug for you, by the way, that was just sent to me that might actually answer the question on if Philadelphia still cares about Dallas or not.
What do you got?
Here, I'll put it up for you guys. I can't do volume with it because there might be some music, but I think this might help. It's a bunch of kids in a middle school or something, and they're beating up all the Cowboys players.
Oh, I love it.
Cowboy players on bottom.
Oh, that's great. Great
go.
job, Jen Fred.
Let's go.
I love it. By the way, real quick note, Jackson Dart out Sunday. Jameis Winston starts for the Giants. The Lions are going to kill them.
Wah, wah, brain.
Yeah, yeah.
Brain
Brain was
Jackson.
on the Giants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Winston can scare you though. I mean, he'll scare you till the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they roll.
Yeah. I mean, Dart. I mean, he reminds me of Wentz so much, like early Wentz.
I love him, man. Yeah.
But like early Wentz just so tough. Like
yeah.
But like can't get out of his own way. He plays hero ball.
Yeah,
like,
he does play hero ball. You're right.
Like
you're right about that.
Like really talented, has a ton of potential, but like going to knock himself out.
Yeah, yeah. And if you got Brian Dable as your coach, forget about it.
Yeah.
That's why they were like, first of all, why would you even risk Dart? I would shelve him for the rest of the year.
Yeah, I would have shelved him. Go get an offensive lineman in the draft.
Yeah, man.
One of the top guys.
Some more
protect
receivers,
him.
right?
Yeah, they're building a nice young core over there.
Yeah. All right. Prediction for the game. Andrew, what do you got?
I'm going to go 27. I'm going to go 27-13.
27-13 Eagles.
Yeah.
Route.
All right.
Going route. I'm
Danny's
going route.
D.
24-17 Birds.
24-17 VG.
24-10.
Wow.
24-10. I like that. All right. I'm going to go 23-16.
All right.
All right.
Yeah.
So we're
This
unanimous.
offense isn't going to do a lot against this defense. So the Cowboys' offense is not going to do a
Right.
lot.
Like, I just see it being like a 23. I don't think I think Eagles, you got to get into the 20s.
Yeah.
Have to.
Have to get
Just
to
for
the
our
20s.
own mentality.
Yes, please.
Yes.
All right, that's going to do it for us, everybody. Have a great day. We love you. All right, have a great weekend, and we'll see you on Monday.
Go Birds.
Go Birds, baby.